Broadcasting live from sunny South Florida, this is KMA Talk Radio. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. Your KMA crew, the Italian Scallion, Paul DeGracco, Alex Tavella, a.k.a. The GOAT, and always telling it like it is, Honest Abe.
I like to smoke them like the Winston Churchill, like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar.
Good morning to all our loyal listeners, libertarians, and lovers of the leaf. This is Honest.
Yeah, you muted yourself, bro.
Episode number 492, broadcasting live from sunny South Florida. Did anything come out? Or...
You were halfway. And listen,
Yeah.
libertarians and lovers of the leaf, and then you went
just
radio
went down.
silent.
There you go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another best way to start your Saturday here with my crew, the GOAT, Scoop, and wow,
Who's
Paul.
that?
Paul.
Special guest appearance.
Paul.
Yes, cameo appearance.
We were actually toying that with you, Paul, just so you know. Special guest. So changing you to special guest.
What you should have.
We're redoing the intro.
Yes.
We're going to be calling you the KMA contributor, Paul DeGracco.
I need to get to Duffy
You can't.
and speak to him before he records it.
Yeah.
My screen's a mess. I'm just a mess.
Yeah, you're a mess. I mean, we expected nothing less, Paul. So
We have no idea.
yeah, our expectations couldn't be lower this morning.
Can I tell you the biggest stress in my life right now is the fact that I had to get a new phone and the case hasn't arrived yet. So I'm walking around with a phone without a case for 3 days. I'm so scared I'm gonna break it. So I barely I put it down and I leave it here. I haven't gotten a case.
I mean,
I wish I had
feel
more
you.
problems.
Yeah, I don't know that that's my biggest, but I would have spent the $20 on a cheapie until the case I wanted arrived at least.
I
So,
thought
yeah.
about it, but I'm so cheap.
You're
so cheap.
really rolling the dice there.
I
Why'd
really
you get a new
am.
phone?
There was an
Holy
incident with
humanity.
my other phone.
What was the incident? Share.
It broke.
How'd it break?
Did you drop it?
My 4-year-old dropped it, and the case that was on it that's supposed to protect it did not, and the screen shattered, and there's pieces coming out of it. I tried taping it, but
You know you can replace the screen.
You can replace
yeah,
the
I know, but the phone was like an 11. It was old.
So you were doing
Dude,
it.
I'm old. I have an older phone than you, so I just wait
Oh
till
my
you
God,
die.
the phone was an 11. Oh my God.
Mine I think like
What
an 8.
phone do you have, Abe?
I think I
What
have a
phone do you have,
12.
Abe?
I think I have a 12.
Abe gets a new phone every other year.
I get a new phone when there's a reason to get a new phone.
Yeah.
Usually one of my kids' phone breaks, and before I get them a new phone, I drop mine to them and grab a new phone.
How old are your kids when they get phones?
I get a new one every year.
Petra was the oldest. Petra
Yeah.
was the longest. Petra didn't get one until she started going to middle school, because she went to a middle school that was an hour bus ride each way. And so what is that? 6th grade?
So your kids have all your kids have phones now?
Ashley does not.
Okay.
So-
what age are you going to give Asher a phone?
Don't know. I mean, I might have to give him one. I have to give him one next year now. See, it was really easy when they all went to school together. So when they started separating, it became a problem. So the only reason why the youngest girl got a phone so quick was the oldest 2 girls started going to other schools. We needed one phone for the pair. So Zara and Asher go to school together. So they, she's got a phone. God forbid we need to get a hold of them. They need to get a hold of us. Now Zara's going to another middle school. Yep. So Asher's probably going to have a phone by next summer, by the end of summer. Now, I mean, look, honestly, I'd prolong it as long as you can, especially the boys, because, I mean, they just, if I give Asher a phone, he'd be on it all day playing games, like morning till night. Yeah, so you got to be really careful with him. But I think my oldest is better for it because she didn't have it the longest. And then she was in trouble one time. She didn't have a phone for 8 months. Went the whole rest of the school year without a phone.
I think Alex and I are the only ones that had the option to have a phone, at least younger. The cell phones were readily available in junior high.
Well, how old were you when you got a phone? You were in junior high?
Junior high.
No, I wasn't. I had friends that had phones in junior high.
Wow.
But
when you say junior high, what are you talking? 90? I mean, I was in
7th, 8th grade, 2 years before high school.
7th, 8th grade in 95. There was not really, I mean, it was maybe StarTAC Motorola was out. That's about it.
In my early 20s, phones were starting to become popular but expensive.
Yeah, I had a car phone. I had actually my first one was a car phone. It got installed into your car.
Yeah, I had a.
It wasn't one you took around with you. Yeah, and then I had beepers
in high school.
Yep, But
my dad had a briefcase that was a phone for work. Like it literally was like this big, and he would carry it with him when he would travel. And it would have a cord that connected to the briefcase, and he would call. I remember him calling the house. He's like, it's the worst sounding thing ever.
That was actually pretty good.
My dad, when he had the limo company, like in the 70s and 80s, had phones in the car, but they weren't cell phones. They were like they were a phone in there that radioed into someplace. Basically, it was a horrible connection that you'd get, and it was expensive also to use it.
I was probably in ninth grade.
Early cell phones were real expensive.
Yeah, that's why my kids didn't get them until they were old. Because again, my kids are older, so you didn't have the plans that were like family friendly back when like my daughter and oldest son were. So they got them at like 17 or 18 is when they started getting them.
I think I was 14 or 15, something like
14?
that. Ninth grade.
Talking 96. Well, I was
like 9th or 10th grade. I got my first phone.
What fucking phone did you have in 96?
Oh man, what did I have when I started working? So 9th grade, like when I started
ice cream bar phones, probably those ones that looked like the ice cream bars.
Yeah, like a Nokia.
Yeah, the Nokias. Yeah, exactly.
Kids will find a way to stay very active, whether it's role playing, art, music, drawing, whatever. But when you give them those phones, man, it's hard for them not to get lost. I mean, you have to really be on top of it, otherwise it'll just get lost. Yeah. And just so you know, none of my kids have social media accounts. Now we opened the two oldest ones with Facebook after we got back from Jordan, solely because
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
I was gonna say because that's not true.
Yeah. No, they don't. Well, see, listen, their generation doesn't have Facebook, so my girls never ever use Facebook unless literally they're communicating with their family back from overseas. That's just the easiest way for them to communicate because none of their generation even knows what Facebook is.
Yep.
Oh, TikTok and shit.
They got what about TikTok and Snapchat?
No TikTok, no Snapchat, no Instagram.
Do you check their phones?
Absolutely. My daughter got caught with a fake Instagram account that her friend opened for her. That's one of the reasons why she lost the phone for 8 months.
The older one?
Yeah.
I think you should check her phone again. Am I ratting her out?
You have the stupidest way of doing shit. What does you want to say? Well, you have to understand, they have friends who have TikTok. So if you see her or doing something,
you could be on with that.
Yeah, their friends all have it, so I can't stop their friends from having it because she'll always show me some TikTok video of something that her and her friends did. So I doubt they have an account. Why? Do you know she has an account, Paul?
I don't want to get her in trouble, but I think she was sharing a Snapchat account with somebody at the Great Smoke, like one of the girls.
Paul.
We'll see.
Oh man, Paul, you're just like throwing.
I wanted him to tell me.
My God, you could have saved that for after the show at least.
Yeah, Paul.
He goes, "Are you sure she don't?"
Are you sure?
You're like, oh yeah, come on, Paul.
Yeah, what the fuck.
But we'll see.
You might fold under questioning, Paul.
Paul the Rat. There it is.
The Rat Paul, another new nickname. Not the mouse, the rat. You've gone from the mouse to the rat.
So, how many Easter bunnies are you have at the house, Paul?
We don't have any Easter bunnies here.
Oh, really? There's no big Easter gala decorating?
Come on. What was the Easter party?
You're not having Eggsgiving?
No, we're
right.
We have there's a lot of decorations around the house, but the boys are going to an Easter egg hunt this morning. And Axel's sitting here. You got to be quiet if you're going to sit here, okay?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they're going to an Easter egg hunt for the community here. They do like a big kids Easter egg hunt down on one of the event lawns here. So they'll be doing that today, and we're gonna have a very chill Easter. I took sauce out of the freezer that I made a couple months ago, and we're gonna have that. Maybe make some manigut. Right? And manigut's like that's what we always had on Easter, and ham. So we'll probably do that.
Yeah, definitely ham.
Well, we bought a ham yesterday, and then we're gonna just chill. We don't do a big Easter thing anymore. Nobody's down here. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. We'll probably have some friends over after dinner and have some, drinks.
So Paul and Abe coming over. You said friends.
Oh, you mean Alex and Abe?
I'm sorry. I mean Alex and Abe. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't.
You got the parties. That's the party. That's the party angle we're gonna see about.
They're welcome to come over, but it's people that live here. You have to understand. We live close, but we don't. In all seriousness, Abe is probably a good 25 minutes away from me just getting here. It's far now.
Whoa.
Whole
Did he
25
mute himself,
minutes.
or is he?
Whoa.
No, speechless. It was a whole 25 minutes. Oh my God. How could anyone ever make that ride?
Well, you got invited to a real party. It's not going to be a party. It's the people in the neighborhood.
Yeah, at
that are
Epcot.
over in the golf carts.
At Epcot.
Oh, we're talking
What's wrong
about that
with
party?
Oh, the
Greatest place
Epcot.
in the world.
The Epcot party.
The
Please-
Epcot party.
Please tell me somebody uploaded Paul's picture.
I didn't. I didn't want to.
Oh,
I
I'm
didn't
totally
wanna-
gonna do it.
I didn't wanna.
Abe
Well,
has-
just the picture itself is fine. I have the original picture. If you want me to bring that up,
Fuck yeah.
I'll bring the original picture.
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
it's really
this is-
funny. It's in my aunt's.
Show you how early the deep-rooted brainwashing started.
Yeah, look at this thing. Look at this thing.
Oh
Look at
my
this thing.
God.
Look at that wallpaper.
Where did they have to go
Yeah.
to find those glasses?
Dude, that was the style then.
Oh my God.
That was the style then. That was the
Your
80s.
hair was lighter. Even I know that's surprising.
What
I'm
here?
gonna
What are you,
Pretty light
what
as
are
a
you
kid.
comparing it to?
Oh, the facial hair, I guess. Right?
Oh, okay.
Was the lunchbox Disney too?
Yeah, so we were at my
I mean, I
aunt's
would
house.
assume.
None of this. The only thing that was mine was the shirt, and that was a hand-me-down.
So,
But
so
my aunt had all this Mickey stuff in her house, and I said I was
You
going to work.
started
and I
young.
put the hat on and the.
did your parents begin this?
I don't think so because I hadn't gone yet. At this age, I was probably 5 when I went to Disney. for
Were
the
you
first
watching the
time.
Mickey Mouse Club? I mean, who was the influencer?
No, we didn't have Disney Channel. We were poor.
Who was the Mickey Mouse Club used to not be on Disney Channel. We had no channel back then.
It was on.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah, who was your influencer that got you all into Disney?
I don't know. I just liked it, man.
Nobody in particular?
Not that I can think of. There's not like one person that was like, "Hey, you should check this out, man." Like
He looks like
my
Macaulay
gateway
Culkin.
person. No.
That's a good one.
So it's the 40th, the big 40th, and yeah, I guess where else would it be? Except
Where
the
else
Magic
would it
Kingdom.
be?
Except the Magic
Where else
Kingdom.
would
So is Mickey? Are you guys gonna have Mickey at your party?
No, it's not even a party. I said to everybody that we're planning a trip with the kids anyway, and my mother-in-law is coming down, and she's gonna take the kids for a full day and night at her resort, and we're gonna have we're gonna do an adult day at Epcot, and Steffi and I would just go alone and just have a couple drinks and enjoy Epcot, walk around the world, drink our favorite drinks, and then be done with it.
Okay.
But
And then what happens?
But then Stephanie was like, well, why don't you at least invite some people?
Yeah.
We'll get some friends, this and that. So she said, make an invite. And all I do with my graphic design skills now is make invites for birthday parties. And
Paul, yeah.
that's what I did. I just quickly threw that together.
In my old job, we used to do it when we had our user meeting. We used to have it in Orlando. We would go to Epcot, and I got to say this: when it came to event planning at Epcot, they're the best. I mean, as far as what they do, they're really organized. Everything is taken care of. They do a good job with that, is what I'll say.
I don't know if Paul can answer this question.
What's my
He's probably
fancy I don't like birthday parties.
He's
Honestly,
probably too ashamed.
I don't like birthday parties, but I'm throwing a fucking bash at Epcot.
Well, I don't like birthday parties either. My wife threw me a bash. I can't.
Yeah, but you got forced into that, and it was like grueling for you.
and it's not a
Wait,
not
how
a
do I
bash.
do it?
It's not a bash. It's a bunch of people just getting together somewhere and walking, like doing their thing. We're not doing a cake.
It's a bunch of people that have to go to Disney.
They don't
See,
have
it's
to
not like
go.
it's not like I'm having people. If they're going to go to your birthday party, they have to go to Disney. It's not like
No.
we're having people over. We're going to drink, hang out.
We'll do a little something like cake at the house or something.
A pre-party.
like around my
Which we won't be invited to, Alex.
A pre-event. No.
We're not invited to a house shit because this is the first I've heard of it.
He figured
we
at
didn't have
Epcot,
the
there's
time
enough
or date.
people where we'll probably kind of blend in, and the house is too intimate for us.
Yeah.
It's so not true. Anyway, I'm not getting into this.
But no one's gonna at least tell Mickey to come meet you or something at the.
No, I don't want to see Mickey Mouse.
Are you
don't want
officially
to see?
are you officially calling it Paul's Giving?
Paul's Giving.
No, why?
No, Friendsgiving, Paul's Giving.
That was a lame joke.
I got to laugh out of Coop. I'm all right.
I didn't create the term Friendsgiving.
You know what? He didn't actually. I never heard of it until you, but apparently it is a thing. Is what
I know it's a thing.
Yeah.
We did it in college. People would do it. It's just, it is what it is.
So you
listen. It's not even a birthday party. It's just saying, hey, we're going to Epcot. If anybody wants to join, come.
Well, speaking of the Alan Rubin,
well, can I do something important first?
Absolutely.
Yeah, please.
I just want to recognize somebody.
Yeah.
Publicly, and I only do it publicly because he does it publicly. Our friend Garrett Robinson, I want to congratulate him. Yesterday, he celebrated 28 years of sobriety. So,
wow.
Great job. Yeah, great job.
And I only say it publicly because he posts and he's public about it. So, congratulations, Garrett.
What the fuck? When did he start drinking? When he was 10 years old?
Garrett, I think, is older than
Someone asked me how old he was last night. I think he's closer to my age.
Yeah,
oh my
Garrett's got grown kids. He's older than he looks.
Yeah,
seriously, I didn't think he was that old at all.
Yeah,
no, Garrett's older than he looks.
I'm gonna see him this week. So I'm going to Minnesota, and I'm gonna ask him. Because I am curious how old he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just doing the math. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what are you like? Adolescent drinking during lunchbox at school, and he's Mickey Mouse.
He looks great for his look. If he's anywhere close to my age, he looks fantastic for his age. I'll tell you that.
He's definitely younger than he.
Yeah.
Is older than he looks.
Good for
So
him.
congratulations,
absolutely great job.
And I'm turning 40 and get a drink around the world at Epcot. What a mess.
I can't believe, honestly, I'm not saying this just to pick on you, but I can't believe you're only 40.
I agree. You're a rough 40, bro.
You're a rough 40.
you got married, Paul. A little
Take
later.
Your head off. You look 10 years older instantly.
You started with kids a lot later than I did.
So 34. I got married.
Mean, I already had my oldest was almost, I think, 16 by then. I want to say 15 or 16.
By the time you were 34?
40.
Oh,
40. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I did, but I had a good time before that. So.
Well, speaking of good times.
Yes, please.
Speaking of good times.
Last week, if you joined us, was probably one of the funniest episodes of KMA Talk Radio.
I haven't laughed that hard in a while.
And I got to admit, it was at the expense of a good friend. Always a good sport about it. He was a great sport about it. But it all started with us throwing in leftover TGS beads in every order. And somebody asked, what do you have to do to get them? And we're like, just place an order. We're throwing them in every order. And then I think it was, who was it, Preston? Somebody said, do I need to show my shirt? And then it became, send Alan Rubin your man shots. And he was a great sport about it. And we have him on because we had a little contest about him.
He was a good sport.
Man, let's get him in the room, see what's going on.
Here he is for the first time, right?
This could be his first time on KMA Talk Radio.
Might be his first.
If it's not, he'll correct us.
Believe me.
Well, there he is.
So I'm not going to correct you guys, but this is the second time.
Well, are you counting? He's counting. Are you smarter than a stripper?
Yeah, actually, so it's the third time then. Yeah.
Oh.
When were you on other than Are You Smarter Than a Stripper?
I was on twice. Once against stripper, and once against you and Pete Hernandez when the stripper did not show up that morning.
I wonder why we stopped doing the segment.
Who won the segment? Who won the stripper segment?
I won the first time. The second time, Abe and Pete beat me, but that's only. I'm not gonna make excuses, but
okay.
It was a little bit BS.
I'm sure it was.
Sounds fair.
So, Alan, be honest. How many messages did you get?
I didn't count, but I would say about 15.
Oh, that's not bad, actually.
No, I mean, Thor sent a message like 5 every day because he just needs attention. But
I don't know if it's more concerning the guys who sent multiple, repeated photos, other than just doing it once.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
mean-
just weird that people send any photos. Like, just because Alex and Abe tell you to do something, guys.
Whoa, whoa. Back it up, Charlie Brown.
Here we go.
Abe had nothing to do with it. I was
just because Alex tells you to do something.
I was a spectator
doesn't
for
mean you
this.
need to do it.
Listen. I didn't tell anybody to do anything. I offered a contest, and those that wanted to get into the contest, and I did say, the more photos you send, the more entries you will receive.
I have to wonder though, like, we can, like, what's the craziest shit we can get people to do to give away free shit?
Ooh, it just.
I mean, where does the line get drawn?
I was gonna ask the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. Like, what would they not do?
That should be a new segment, KMA Crazy Contest with a K.
I mean, I always say that the better the prize, the less shame people have.
Sure.
I might have to go to the vault and dig out some really good stuff.
Right.
See what we can convince people to do.
I mean, they had that reality show, what people would, like, they eat cockroaches and stuff for money.
We've already witnessed that, Kevin.
Soccer was doing that.
That didn't turn out well.
Soccer was doing it for a while.
That was for what? Only like $100?
No, it was $500. But
Oh,
he had
500.
Yeah. He had to eat the whole thing, and he
Yeah, but the eating thing, you keep it in your mouth for whatever time wise would have been.
I get it. Listen, I don't make the rules. The guy with the $500 up makes the rules, and that was his rules. Have I ever eaten what?
The toe of Satan?
No, I can't do that hot shit in any fashion. I don't do the peanuts. I don't do none of that shit. I don't do
For some
that
reason, I
shit.
felt like you would have been into that. I don't know.
No, he instigated it.
Oh yeah, I'm into it. I'm just not.
Oh, I know. I watched the whole video 30 times over.
But being that Alan claims that he has not actually looked at his inbox or any of the photos, we do have a video of some of the better clips.
I hope you have like a real sultry audio behind this.
Come on.
I treated it like it was spam.
Come on,
like
bro.
in a mail or email. I just delete.
Tom, come on, Tom. I mean, I love you and your athleticism, but nobody's doing a goddamn burpee contest or anything.
Oh.
Love you. But
burpee contest.
Burp contest. I'd rather do single.
yeah, burp. Yeah, kill a double E and you might have a shot. But
yeah.
no one's doing a burpee contest. Listen, PM me your ideas. Don't PM me dumb ones. PM me realistic ideas. And this might end up being a new like monthly KMA segment. KMA Crazy Contest.
But
see what we get people to do.
Paul, why don't you go ahead and run that video? Give Alan a taste of what he's been missing out on in his inbox.
Wow. Okay. Some of them were just out and out gross.
Okay,
what
so
what was the blurry one?
I'll tell you. Okay, so Thor's. That was the blurred ones were Thor's. Now,
oh no,
the problem with Thor's are they're like anatomy shots. They're like so close up of his man breast that I was just worried about like getting flagged because I don't know if YouTube may because they're large breasts. YouTube may just mistake them for hairy female breasts.
Did you blur them?
I blurred them. I blurred them. I'm telling
hairy breast.
At least put a censor bar.
They were so I could have. Yeah, I mean, but understand something. There's about 12 photos. Thor went haywire. There's about 12 photos that Thor sent.
I'm gonna tell you one. The grossest one by hands down is Drew Nicastro.
But his tongue
that
out.
was just oh my god, that was awful. But my favorite is I can't read the name of the picture.
Keith Weber has to be Keith Weber.
Is that the one with the shorts lying down on the ground?
Abe, that's not shorts, bro. You got to look closer. That is the fucking smoking bag covering the tote bag.
No,
it's not even shorts.
I can't even tell.
It's the smoking bag.
You have that picture up by itself somewhere?
I'll get it.
It's hard to watch the video. The video's so small resolution. I can't make all that shit out.
A lot of them are
It's
just
a
coming
cell
because of
phone.
the way
It
they
was
send them
just-
to me.
It was just the
It's
professional posing. It's like a
Yes.
professional posing. Like you almost wonder if he's done some modeling.
Right?
That's some serious posing he had going on there.
It did. It looked like he'd done this before.
Maybe some
The question is, who took the photo? Like,
Right. Who
How
took
did
the
How did he explain the purpose of the photo to that person? Like,
oh my god! But
That's
that one has to be the best, in my opinion. One of the best
right now, he's
doing
in
the
the
Castro. If you get a prize for like the most, it had to be that one
Which one? I don't know which one is Drew Nicastro.
with the tongue sticking out.
with his
The guy-
tongue out. I just took
Oh.
the tongue out, took it over the top.
Yeah, that one was too much.
Oh,
Too
It took it to
much,
a new level.
if
of
there's such a
creepiness.
thing.
listen, buddy. I don't need my ground beef to ever measure up to that, pal. That was.
Yeah, there you-
Absolutely no jealousy there.
thank God I didn't open these messages while I was driving the road.
Nah, come on, Alan. You didn't open one?
Come
That-
on, he has
that-
to.
That picture was literally a gato negro.
Like the way if I open it and read it, it would only encourage that behavior more. So I ignored it.
Oh,
Oh,
this
there
is
you
the
go.
best. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, that ain't shorts.
I didn't notice that. That's the best one right there, man.
That's
Is just
funny.
classic.
Good.
Yes,
And
he
he
had the
classic.
back on the
Socks
back.
on.
That's a winner.
Yeah, and the socks.
That's a
So
winner.
here's the deal, folks. I'm going to extend this for 1 week. You have
Oh
1 week.
no.
Oh,
I mean, listen.
Poor Alan.
We have a lot of multiple entries, not as many individual entries as I would like.
Dude, I don't think everybody's gonna do this. I think
That's fine. You don't have to do it. But for those that maybe missed last week's, that maybe didn't hear about it, you have 1 week left to send your Mardi Gras Madness bead-worthy photo to
Paul.
Alan Rubin's inbox.
Oh, the ball.
No, Paul will get the Alan Rubin experience at a later date. Don't worry. We got some shit lined up for him.
Marcus Wood said his got returned to spam.
I don't know what the hell he sent.
I don't know either. Oops.
Coop keeps bowing out.
I just had to get something. Like an ashtray.
You had to block your screen to grab an ashtray.
Well, you don't want to see me get up while I do it.
Nah, I mean, I get fucking delivered.
What are you wearing? Underwear?
He's not wearing pants.
I'm wearing
like
pants.
Robert De Niro in Casino under
wearing
his underwear.
We have to go to.
Well, I guess we're not going to have a drawing today then. I was totally thinking we're going to have a drawing.
No drawing today. Drawing
What
will
is
be
the prize?
next week.
I don't
know yet, but it's going to be something cool, man. We'll get some swag packs. It'll be something cool.
Should we make Alan the judge? Because then, he'd have to see them.
Yeah, you got to look at them.
I think
but
you should
would
judge,
just,
Alan.
But here's the thing: I would just choose the winner based off who I like the most, not based off their pictures. Just,
All right, at least he's being honest, so he can't be an unbiased judge.
Yeah.
like I'll fix a raffle or contest anytime I want.
So you pick Thor.
Hell no. I mean, no. I mean, wow.
I met
First-
him.
You know what?
I'm
Great
sure
smoke.
Thor's gotten in trouble before in the past for sending pictures. You probably shouldn't be doing that now. But
Maybe we should put a poll up on KMA, post some pictures up, one of the best ones of each guy, and put a poll up. And
I would
let our
advise
listeners-
against. I would advise against that, and the only reason it's not that's a bad idea, but Facebook censors could get involved with that.
That's
There's
fair.
There's nothing.
That's the only reason why I would say don't do that. Yeah,
They do get weird sometimes.
yeah.
Facebook gets
It's not that's a bad idea. Yeah,
It's like porn or something.
Yeah, Drew's picture would get us shut down.
yeah.
Yeah,
You don't want to
absolutely.
chance that.
Might break Paul's screen on his
Yeah.
phone if he opens
question
it.
is, I assume some of these people have these pictures taken by their spouses or other ones. How do you explain that to your spouse? I'm not married, but I can imagine if I had a wife that said, "Hey, honey, can you take a picture
All right.
of me so I can send
Free
her
stuff.
stuff?"
You want me to ask her?
I'm getting
Got
free
a,
stuff.
got a question, Alex. How are you doing this now? Are you giving away 5 prizes, or what are you doing?
Yeah, we said 5. We said
5 prizes. You're gonna give away 5 prizes. All right. So,
Yeah.
and how many entries do you have so far?
Unique entries or guys with
Unique.
multiples?
Unique.
I don't know, maybe 8, 9.
All right. Well, 8, 9. All right, top three picks. Right, the top 3 pictures. I'm gonna throw in one of these. So
Oh.
there
Show
you
that again, Abe. Show that again. That was too quick.
Wow.
There you
Okay,
go.
top 3.
Wow.
Gonna throw one of those. I don't know if we have any of the medallions left, but we have what's important left. So
Right.
Sure.
Right.
top 3 will get one of those. So
That's
there
not
you
bad.
go.
That's not bad.
Well, Alan, listen, we want to thank you as always for being a good sport. Always take it on the chin, man. Much appreciated, my friend.
Absolutely.
Good
Oh, look
style.
at you, boy.
All the bourbon guys. Something I
All the bourbon guys.
They're
All the
they're
Browns are-
excited.
all the Brown lovers are coming out of the woodwork.
Well, see you guys. Thank you very much.
All right,
guys.
Alan. Take care,
See
buddy.
you later, Alan.
All right,
There
take
you
it,
go.
Alan.
See you, Alan.
Wow. There you go. I think we might have thrown some gasoline on the fire there.
He was a good sport. I gotta say, Alan was a good sport on that.
Nice, Michelle. Nice.
Michelle's gonna make Tom start posing. What are you doing? I just want some pictures.
Oh, workout picks. you
Oh,
know,
some
yeah.
free
Workout
stuff.
pics. Show them. Let's see your pecs, Tom. They look big today. Click, 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 click. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus
God.
Christ. This is gonna get bad.
Oh yeah. Well, you know.
This is gonna get bad. God, who knew?
All right, so-
Just a bottle of Brown. Yeah, we've all seen yours, Tim.
We've seen
Yeah.
your, yes. So in Easter weekend celebration of things, I wanted to get well, we have 2 topics here. One, I want to talk about Peeps. Peeps are kind of a love it or hate it thing, and I don't know, and there's also the new Peeps soda stuff.
Does anybody really know anyone that really likes Peeps?
I like Peeps. I'll fucking
I
eat
do
them.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, do you not like marshmallows? They're just fucking marshmallows with.
Marshmallows
Nah,
is kind of like, unless
I'm a
marshmallows
Peeps
is
guy.
with something like a graham cracker and a piece of chocolate or whatever, it's a marshmallow. Throw it with some Rice Krispies, you got something good. But who eats marshmallows out of a bag?
I do.
I
My
don't
Why?
kids do, and so do I. Yeah.
It's the most like senseless, tasteless. I mean,
No.
it's just sugar in some gelatinous form.
I-
I don't know.
I like the little like Lucky Charms marshmallows. They're in little small pieces.
Nah, but
Because you want to know
I
why
can
the
deal with that. I
texture-
can deal with that.
The
I don't
texture
like
of those
those.
are the
I don't
textures
like
of those are good.
That's
I
what
don't
that
know.
is.
that's
Yeah,
my
I agree.
point. The texture of the marshmallow, you know, the
Oh,
People that
man.
like the stale Peeps confuse me. That's how I like them best.
I don't like. I agree. It's like I agree. It's like bread. Once it gets a little hard, it's over. You can't. You know, you got to have a nice, fresh, soft Peep. The stale
See,
Peeps
I
are
like
gross.
them. I like them stale. Sometimes.
So
I'll
you
try
like
to
marshmallows
steal
too? You know, it's one of those things. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I like marshmallows on things. Marshmallows and hot cocoa, winner. Marshmallows and s'mores, winner. Rice Krispie treats, winner. But you can never, ever. You know, I will tell you this though. My daughter has made homemade marshmallows. Slices them up in cubes. Those are actually really good. I've had a bite or 2 of those. Those are actually really, really good. Yeah.
I've
But like
never had
that, what's the brand? Kraft that comes in the big bag with the big round squares. Oh,
Jet
never-
Puff.
Yeah.
never got
Jet
into it.
Puff.
Yeah, never got into it.
So there's a Peeps soda now, huh?
Hold on, I'll go grab it.
And Coop has had it as well.
I've had it.
I have
Yep.
it here.
Oh, this has got to be disgusting.
It's, I would say it's one of these limited edition sodas. It's
Right.
not one probably I'd go race out and find next year. It was a little too sweet for me. Was the problem, but it tasted friggin' like marshmallow Peep is what it tasted like.
It said almost like cotton candy.
Cotton candy. Yeah, it was a little too sweet for me, but it wasn't horrible, is what I'll say. It's just I'm not gonna go chase down that limited edition soda again. It's
Well,
actually
it's
Pepsi. It's actually a version of Pepsi.
It's a Pepsi, right?
Yep, there it is.
Which I'm not a fan of Pepsi's. I like Coke better.
And they didn't make a sugar-free version of this, from what I understand. Which I don't know
Now-
how you would.
So that's what I'm
Paul.
worried about. Yeah.
You've had that since yesterday.
Yeah, nobody wants it.
I have to assume at that point. I mean, I can understand, but I feel like once the carbonation is gone, it's got to be putrid.
You know,
No?
If you kept it up, a carbonation will last a day or
Maybe.
2.
here, listen.
I
In the
still got
fridge.
I still got the
Maybe a little
Dream
bit.
World ones.
Yeah.
I'll taste it on air, but Axel likes it, but he said it doesn't taste like marshmallows to him. But my kids don't really drink soda, so like they'll take like 3 sips of soda. Like he loves Mountain Dew, but we give him Mountain Dew once in a blue moon, and he takes
You
like
give your
seriously
kids
3 or
Mountain
4
Dew?
Oh my goodness! No wonder
I'm
you
telling
have.
you,
No wonder
Abe,
your mornings are the way they are.
Abe, when I tell you he takes 2 sips of it and he's done with, like, they don't understand the
It's like-
sweetness. Like they don't. It's too much for them. So when I give him a
Who,
sip or 2
who
of it.
gave him Mountain Dew to start? Here, try some of this.
Don't
like
get me
giving
Yeah,
them
I'm not
I
real
would-
strict with Mike, but Mountain Dew is like a whole other
Yeah.
It's
thing.
double the caffeine of any other soda. I
mean,
do not-
I feel like, you know, when it's stuff like Mountain Dew, like if you can't find
Mountain
any,
Dew's like the cocaine of soda.
yeah, and it's just like stuff like Mountain, like if you can't find any replication of that type of color in nature, like I'm not that fluorescent fucking green that Mountain Dew is.
I hate
like,
it.
I don't want any
I
parts
don't
of
like
that
Mountain
shit.
Dew. Never liked it. I think it's
It's
gross. This
you know,
tastes
the
like
pro-
cotton candy to me. It tastes like Pepsi with like more sugar in it.
It overwhelmed the cola flavor, is what I
Yeah,
found.
there's no cola flavor.
That was the problem with it. Like when I had this was the Dream World one we did a few weeks ago.
He's
This
got
at
it
least has a
sitting
cola
there.
flavor. This has at least a cola flavor to it.
What flavor is that supposed to be?
This was like that watermelonish type one we did on the air.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
the Dream Coke.
No,
The Dream
I'm not
Coke,
a
yeah.
big soda guy.
It's so disgusting.
But at least I tasted cola in this. That I don't taste any cola flavor in that.
Right. There was one that I didn't try, but I saw a lot of people rave about. Did any of you guys get your hands on the Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream?
I have not.
I heard
That sounds
everybody.
good.
I've heard a lot of people rave over it.
I have yet to have a weird flavor.
Like a one-off that really.
that I liked.
Yeah. You know
What
I have
about,
yet.
what about those? You guys ever have those Jones sodas? Like the ones in the glass bottles where they have weird flavors. Some of those are actually pretty decent. Like I think they have one that's called Creamsicle. That's actually a really good flavor. I remember having
Well,
those.
creamsicle is just orange cream soda.
Right.
I know,
right,
but
right,
it's not. It wasn't.
That's
Yeah,
all
I
it
guess.
is.
But I'm just saying, like they have weird flavor. They have bacon. I never
Yeah.
tried that.
That's-
I've had the bacon soda. Yeah.
I'm all for
Because it's
bacon.
gross.
I can't imagine bacon in a soda.
No,
Yeah, it sounds
it's
gross.
You know what is
gross.
cool? If you go to Coca-Cola World in Atlanta, there's a
Dude,
room you can go to. and
Super cool place.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
you were
and-
there. You were there.
And there's tons of sodas internationally that you may not see here, and that's
Yes.
really cool to go try that.
Huh?
And
Guess
you
where
want to know
else
what's the
that
most
is?
disgusting thing of that place?
Go ahead.
The floor in that room.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
Oh, it's all freaking sticky. I know.
Just
It's
sticking
all
like
goop. Yeah, because kids are running. Because what they do is they have stations by country.
Yep.
So these are the flavors popular in this country. So you're just going from station to station trying shit, and all the kids are running around their soda all over the floor. Your walk is
Yep.
Hey, do you know where that started?
what started?
Disney World. They did that in Club Cool first, and then whatever they did in Coca-Cola.
What sodas around the world?
Yeah, they did it with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola was a sponsor. Do you ever have that Belvedere that everybody hates at Disney? I love. It's like an aperitif from Italy. Delicious.
Speaking of Disney, we missed something in the early part of the show.
Oh Jesus.
So Paul, you're going to Hawaii
Yes.
to go where?
Well, first of all,
No,
This is
you
not my
realize
trip.
this is like the most absurd thing ever.
this is not my trip. My
No,
parents
everybody,
are celebrating-
all of our fans have to know this because this is literally the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard in my life.
It's $1 billion resort.
I don't care. You live in Florida. You're taking, I'm going to guess, a 9-hour flight,
11.
11-hour flight to go to the one of the most beautiful tropical islands in the world. And where are you going?
It's the Disney resort called Aulani. It sounds worse now that you put it that way.
Oh my God, you don't realize how insane that is.
It's not a resort. Like it's a hotel. It's next to the Four Seasons. Like and then we're also staying in Waikiki at the Ritz-Carlton. It's for my parents' 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, your parents wanted to go to Disney.
They wanted to go to Hawaii, and I said no.
And you said, "Ooh."
Yes.
Wait,
Well, there's
they wanted the kids to go with them, and I'm like, there's not going to be anything for them to do there at 4 and 3 years old. Like, it's
Why
gonna be
not?
a pain in the ass. I'm going to have to hire somebody to watch.
It's a
them all the
tropical
time.
island.
So
Where are they going to go?
All I know
We're
is they
staying
have
at
the
Disney
character
Resort for
experiences
5
there,
days,
Paul.
and
So
we're
you're in
staying
good
at
shape.
in Waikiki for 4 days.
Yes, you
I
can go
don't
see
feel like
Disney
I
characters
should
there, Paul. So
justify
you're in good
myself.
shape. Jeez.
and this is coming from a guy who needs professional help.
This guy, I
True.
was just gonna say he's
Takes one to know one.
Seriously.
aside from a CPAP machine, he needs a psychiatric help as well.
I mean, Paul, you got to do. There's so much to do in Hawaii. I mean, I know. I don't know. I've been to Hawaii. I mean, don't you want to do one of those Hawaiian canoe rides or something like
We're
that?
doing all of that. It's not.
Okay.
It's not a theme park. It's just a gorgeous Four Seasons like hotel, but it happens.
Oh
to
wait,
be,
so you're not going to go to the
Disney
Disney?
owned.
So you're not going to go to any of the Disney theme park while you're there?
There's no theme parks there.
But they have
It's a
the Disney
giant
character
resort.
experiences there.
Then what's Daniel Lima's talking about, saying the lines there are way worse than Disney?
No clue. There's
Because
no
they don't have
resort there,
fast
there's
pass.
No
Probably.
rides.
But there's lines to go see. I think like the characters and stuff like that.
There are characters, but it's like by appointment there, from what I understand.
Did you
Oh,
get an appointment?
Paul's got
Did you
big
get an
money.
appointment? Did you get an appointment?
No, you can't book it until you get closer.
So
Well,
Paul,
you
let me
get
give
an
you some-
appointment.
Chuck, I haven't forgotten you. I'm going to send you that package
Yeah.
out next week. We had
Yeah.
some fires to put out this week, but
Yeah.
I'm going to get you that contest for
Yeah.
the Great Smoke. I'll get it out to you next week, my friend.
Paul, you got to get some genuine Kona coffee. Like you don't want to get the Kona blend. You want to get that 100% Kona, the Peaberry. The coffee is incredible. It's expensive, but it's well worth taking it back.
It's fine. I mean, I'm all about it, man. Listen, we're gonna do Pearl Harbor. We're gonna do snorkeling. Steffi is dive certified to 1 billion feet. I mean, she's got like 4.
This is hilarious. So, Paul, if you had to get a massage by a Disney character, who would it be?
It would probably
That's
be
a
my
great
number
question.
1 Disney heartthrob.
Who?
Well, I can't.
We
say
didn't get
because
there
I'm
yet.
not the number
Oh,
one.
I like that.
Oh,
Okay, all right,
shit.
All right.
I
See
would get
what
a
they
massage from Old Tenamine, is what I would say.
Yeah, me too. At the same time,
Wait till today. I can't wait to unveil today's.
who? Okay, so you wouldn't want Mickey doing it?
No,
Well, Minnie.
I don't want somebody in a costume. Dude, stop.
Minnie's
I
hot.
want- Listen,
Come
you know what
on,
I
we know
have
you're a
learned?
furry deep down.
You know what I have learned as I've gotten older about massages? I used to always be like, man, I wish this chick was hot. I want the biggest, burliest broad in the world to give me like I went one time.
I learned that a long time ago.
Yeah.
I
went to
want to see
Disney.
biceps on the girl when I walk up.
Yes.
So
I went
here's
to
a
Disney one
question.
time.
Here's an interesting question.
Okay.
Have you ever had a massage by a dude?
I haven't, but it's always in the back of my mind. Like, what would I do if they?
Okay,
assign
so
me
here's
to a-
my quote. They ask you. They know better. Everywhere we've ever gone, do you prefer? They ask you. They know better.
Yeah.
So it's not uncommon. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But would anybody be comfortable with a man giving you a massage?
I don't think so.
Yeah, my wife laughs at me at this because she's like, "Women give me massages." I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds great." But
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
We get in a
Absolutely,
debate.
absolutely not.
we get in a debate about this because I refuse to. And the problem is that I have a very hard time, especially if I find somebody good, because like you, I'm real deep. So these poor girls, I mean, they have to be strong, and so I'm very unsatisfied. So my wife keeps urging me, like, she goes, "Sports people do it. I've seen it in movies. Boxers do it." I said, "Babe, it's just not happening. It's just
And
not
that's for
happening."
like one area. That's like when they.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, let me just tell you something. Well, a sports guy or a boxer's getting it. There's not candles and great sound. I mean,
And that's
they're
what I
in
was
there-
going to say.
they're in there
Because,
beating
right,
the
and like
fuck out of the guy,
both
yeah.
of my massages, I used to get at the bathhouse, and they put the music on. She sprays the little scent. The room's dark. I just don't. Yeah, I don't.
That's
man
women too
hands
there?
Yeah.
all
Even
up
they-
on my thighs. Yeah,
They hit
yeah.
you with the bushes.
Yes,
and,
and
stuff? That's a woman? Okay.
and those little women will crush you. Will crush
No,
you.
the dude. They had a dude hitting people with the bushes in the steam
The
room.
dude hits people with bushes, but the massage therapists are women.
Yeah,
Yeah,
um,
I don't.
yeah,
I don't think I
man.
can do it. It's always been in the back of my mind when I go away on vacation and I get a massage. I'm like, here we go to a place here. every once in a while, and I know the girl that I like, so I just ask for her. But yeah, I don't know. But one time when I stayed in Disney at Saratoga, they have a spa there, and I went for a massage. I don't know. I was young, so
Hey, how do we boot Greg Kelly from this chat?
Oh God!
I just want to give a quick update, by the way. So, being that we shared Keith's photo here, Keith feels that now that he's set the bar, he's a little bit afraid that maybe people are going to take it to the next level. So he's actively sending Alan Rubin pictures right now to make sure he keeps the standard of what we need to.
Dude, there's gonna be pictures with like guys holding like 5 cigars, and that's the only thing covering them.
Sometimes, but people don't understand. Sometimes less is more. I mean, Keith's was simple. It was brilliant. It was elegant. I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat that one in my.
No, it was a good one
because it's not about just being nasty or something. That was like a great photo. That was some artistic talent in that. We need to ask him, Keith, who took that picture.
Is he live right now, Alex?
And he was on earlier.
He was here. He might be busy taking pictures right now. Alan Rubin, I agree with you. I hate them too, but deep tissue massages are what gets it done.
Okay, right. See, this is the difference between me and my wife. She wants to get a massage to feel good.
Yeah,
I usually get a massage because something's fucked up.
Right. So I agree. Deep tissue sucks. It ain't comfortable. It ain't rough.
That's what fixing shit. That's what makes shit go away.
Right. My wife is now on board with that after the last like year or two. So now she comes back from her massage and she's like, "Oh my God, like I'm gonna have a bruise there." I'm like, "That's how tomorrow you're gonna feel great, or the next, 2 days from now it's gonna feel great."
As a shoulder sleeper, Alex, I don't know if you have sleep, but like my rhomboids are always jacked 24/7. It's from sleeping on our shoulders. It's the muscle area between your shoulder blade and your spinal cord. It's hard to get in there.
That's where and when they get it pops and you hear the crack.
It's hard to stretch it, all the time. But man, I need somebody who can not only use an elbow, like if she ain't using her elbow, if she ain't using an elbow, she can't do nothing.
That's how the Russian lady used to do me.
And you need to get all your weight down on that elbow.
Yes. And it is a tear needs to be starting in your eye for it to make
if you're not going like please stop in your mind, it's
I had the best lady ever. Her name was, my wife used to call her Miss Joy. And she was thick, and she worked at the one in the Wellington Mall, which, by the way, I never believe in any kind of mall massage parlors. I think they're all right. I swear to God,
Massage Envy in the mall?
No, it's an Asian place in Wellington Mall, right by the theater.
Okay.
And there used to be a woman there who was amazing. Let me tell you something. I would go in there with neck problems, but let me tell you something. She'd have me to the point where I would like almost be in tears, and she would tell me it's almost over. Hang on, like she wouldn't let up. She wouldn't let up on me, man. She's like, I'm almost hang on, a little more, and she'd work everything out, and then she moved. I've been lost since.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever find yourself at in Disney World at Saratoga Springs, ask for Titi. She looks like Maui from Moana. That she very pretty face though. She's
Listen,
very girl,
we're gonna be there. We our thing on vacations is fly, drive. So this is our drive year vacation. So we're actually taking the kids the last trip. So we're gonna be we happen to coincidentally be in Orlando during Paul's vacation. So I might look up Titi at Saratoga Springs.
Yeah, I haven't gone to her in probably a year or two, but every time I would go there, man, I feel like she's a big girl. I feel like she stood up on the table and got
the problem
in her elbow.
The problem with this recommendation is it's hard to take all 5 feet of you as a reliable source.
5'7".
I'm just saying, I mean, but we'll see. I'm gonna give it a try where we're there. I'm gonna give it a try. We're staying at the boardwalk where you recommended. So
I think there's a spa. There's a spa in one of those resorts too.
There's a spa everywhere, but it's about finding the right. Listen, we were in Sedona. It was full of spas, and we had a lot of spa time. It was an R&R trip for us, but I didn't get one good one till the very last day, which sucked. If I met her the first time, it would have been great. But they're all shishi flu. Like I don't need to be rubbed. I need to be healed.
Right, you gotta pop. You gotta pop that crap.
There's other places for that.
Yeah, next to my old office down the road. Actually,
Yeah, when they're open till 11, 12 o'clock at night. Yeah.
Listen, I used to leave my old office, and at 6 o'clock at night, you'd see like all these like McLarens and Bentleys and Mercedes pull up at 6:30 at night, and they would be there. If I went by the office later, at 11 o'clock at night, it was that exact one of those.
Didn't the owner of the
exact
Pittsburgh Steelers get caught there in
The
Jupiter?
Patriots.
Patriots
Crap.
in Jupiter. This is in West Palm. It's still open.
You know, there's one in Wellington.
Like that does that.
Listen, this is what I'm surprised at. Like they're just like it's right in the center with
You want
the restaurant we like.
You want a little 6 degrees of separation, Abe?
Yeah.
So Robert Kraft got caught at that massage parlor, and he was driving a blue Bentley, right? The blue Bentley is actually a friend of his who lives down here in Palm Beach. I don't know that where he stays. Is also happens to be a customer of the West Palm store. Picks up a couple bucks of Padrones there. I don't know if he still does. Every once in a while.
He used to borrow his friend's car so no one would notice his car.
Well, yeah, he didn't live. The guy lives down here.
Okay, but maybe a more inconspicuous car like a Honda.
I don't think Mike.
Yeah. Robert Kraft's gonna pull up the fucking. It's even worse if he gets called Robert Kraft in a fucking Honda Civic.
99% of people wouldn't even recognize him.
I don't think my
Somebody
black
recognized
Wagoneer with a smoking license plate is going to work out too well either for incognito.
It was not
You know,
Howard Stern's.
I think about that every time I'm about to get road rage. I'm like, damn, my license plate says smoke in. I need to chill out.
You can't. Yeah.
Oh my
Listen,
god!
I had a buddy I worked with that every week or two, he would go on his lunch break from the office and go to one of these places.
Let me tell you something. The one in Wellington's by Ollie's. That's what I was trying to tell you. It's right next to.
I didn't know that was.
It's
one
right.
of those.
Okay, so listen. Rule number one. If it's open past 8 p.m.,
right,
there's like a 65 to 70% chance it's not a legit place.
Geez, that used to be.
If it's open past 10 p.m., it's a 99% chance it's not a legit place.
Yep.
That place is open till 11:30 at night. No one's getting massages at 11 o'clock at night.
There's one across the street behind Publix.
Over here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude, they're
right by the
everywhere.
CrossFit.
But you know, listen to me. I never expected one to be in Wellington, man. And it's not like in one of these little old shopping centers, man. It's in a big shopping center with big restaurants and stuff like that. I mean, literally, if you're walking this massage parlor, you're walking next to a restaurant that has one of the biggest outdoor seatings. Like everybody in Wellington is seeing you walking in. I mean, there's no like any kind of discreetness about it.
And the wealth for the season here with the polo people, they're probably all going there. The international polo folks, that's their spot.
Probably. Oh, you mean Ollie's?
No, I'm saying if they go to Ollie's and then right after that they get a quick massage or vice versa.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know. I mean, I have seen it there, but I didn't even I don't know about this stuff. Like I don't.
Bro, haven't you been to Don Cheapo's?
Yeah.
How do you not notice it next door?
I mean, I guess I saw it, but I didn't realize it was one of those types of places.
Oh yeah.
I just assumed because it was in Wellington, it wasn't.
Well, no, I won't even say that. That might not sound too good. I was gonna say, I mean, listen, when they're Asian ones or whatever, I mean, that's like you're halfway in the door about not being a legitimate one, you know.
I wouldn't even know. Like, I would be the idiot that would go in there and get a regular massage and not even know. Like, there's got to be like terminology and like all that. Like, I wouldn't know any of this.
I don't know. I mean, I mean, I don't know.
Alex,
they probably just give you a regular massage and not say anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, there's got to be like ways that you hold on. I'm sure some of our fans are into this. Just, oh boy, there you go. I was just gonna say somebody like Quentin might know.
Oh, there you go.
But man, I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
Ouch.
Ooh.
That's another good sign right there.
If you have to ring a doorbell to get in.
Right.
Listen, this guy that I used to work with, he had an app. And it was like, I think it was called Rub Maps or something. and he'd be.
Okay, so first off, Paul
How do you
knows.
know?
Oh,
Hold
I
on, let me
remember
say
it because it.
Paul knows all the weird shit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to Disney. I said, well, I'm probably just gonna hang it because we talked about like I haven't been able to ride roller coasters for a long time because my biggest issue typically is my chest because my chest comes out further than my gut. So typically anything with the overhead thing that comes down to tighten on your chest, it won't get that fourth click. Like they have to hear 4 clicks. This guy go like click, 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 and those won't click the fourth time. So Paul's like, oh, there's this fat guy who goes to every park and he makes videos. He makes videos and he tells you what rides you can fit on and what rides you can't. I'm like, how do you know this shit? But literally, like, there's a guy who specializes in going to every amusement park. Some big dude who goes to every amusement park, and I guess he gives you which is kind of cool because I'd hate to wait in line for something and then realize I can't fit.
Some of them have test seats, like we said, especially at Universal. But yeah, and what's funny is if you watch his videos, like if you watch like his first video versus his last video, like his weight changes because he's lost weight, he's gained weight, and he says like 55-inch waist, 53-inch waist, 50, like he changes it. Oh geez.
See, my problem is not the waist, it's the chest. That's where I'm gonna have a huge problem with a lot of these rides.
Well, I mean, I would say if you're not going on a roller coaster, it's less of an issue. If you want to go on a roller coaster, it's different. But there's certain.
What other ride would you go on?
There's a million rides at Disney.
First off, we ain't going to Disney.
What do you mean? You're not going to Disney at all?
None of the kids care to see the Magic Kingdom.
Okay, that's
we're
Disney.
going to Disney.
Studios.
We're going to Disney like at 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night, just so they could go down to Main Street and watch the fireworks show.
Well, you're going to go to Hollywood Studios, right?
We're going to Hollywood Studios. We're going to Typhoon Lagoon one day, and then that's the day we're going to come in Epcot. We're going to see you that night. Then we're doing Animal Kingdom, Universal, and Islands of Adventure.
Animal Kingdom, you should be fine, except for Expedition Everest. No, they have a pull-down bar, so you'll be fine. I'm trying to think in Hollywood Studios, Rock and Roller Coaster, but that's going to be closed for refurbishment when you go. So
I'm not that worried about it. I've had my share of throw rides in my life.
It's in Universal that you're going to have a more of a problem because there's more of the extreme coasters there.
Yeah.
But
it's the kids' time. It's the kids' time.
Yeah.
Let them have fun. All right. Well, I guess our man had to take an early break, but we got some fun stuff up ahead for you in hour number 2. He is coming back, but we're going off. So we'll be back very shortly. Don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it lit.
Phenomenal. 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 Phenomenal.
Explore the unexplored with St. Louis Ray Carenas. Set sail to discover an extraordinary Honduran cigar deeply anchored in tradition. The St. Louis Ray Carenas features a Nicaraguan wrapper, cloaked over 100% Honduran tobacco that make up the binder and filler. The St. Louis Ray Carenas, in the Toro size, received a 93 rating in Cigar Aficionado, and was featured in their illustrious Top 25 Cigars of 2021 list. The St. Louis Ray Carenas is available in 4 different sizes: a Robusto, Toro, Bellicoso, and Magnum. So get ready to take a trip back in time to experience the heritage of St. Louis Ray with the St. Louis Ray Carenas.
What is that?
Looks like a big giant hole in the ground.
With my father in. Hey, need any help?
You don't know the tools. You don't know nothing.
Well, how would I? The only time you let me come on a plumbing trip with you, you fired me after 10 minutes.
Because you were incompetent.
I was 7. This is my father, Mordecai.
Mordecai.
And this is the story.
Are you having trouble hearing on that thing?
I had trouble hearing, period.
Of how one small change.
The new iPhone.
You
you see how people stare at that thing? I don't understand. There's no buttons.
Opened up his world
I'll teach you.
I take lessons from iPhone.
in ways he never imagined.
It's time you lived a little.
You're an 80-year-old man. Act like it.
Is this your family?
Yeah. It was 1939. It was the World War. We had to leave everything. Well, that's probably hard on Marvin, I know. I just wanted him to have better life than I had.
Maybe you can tap into what was missing.
I work on being a father to my son. What's with the ice cream? Makes you feel like a kid again. What? Don't make you feel young? Ice cream make me feel young. I'm not ready to be old man. But you are old man. Hello, this is first iPhone call. It's nice to be young. It's nice to be old. Nice to have fun with no buttons. It's nice to have family.
What can I help you with?
You are Siri?
Yes, I'm Siri.
Oh, Siri, that's a nice name. I keep the secret because my wife, she get jealous.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of KMA Talk Radio, episode number 492. Here with the gang, as always, broadcasting live from sunny South Florida.
Alex is back.
I'm back.
Bathroom break?
Yeah, bro. I was out half the week sick, and then I'm not fully recovered.
Yeah, there was some stuff going around in the office. Like our whole administrative team was out the whole week.
So yeah, I wasn't chancing a fart. Just put it through that.
I've been teaching my son that. I said, never fully trust a fart.
Definitely not.
See, speaking of which, Abe's sneezing away. Abe's got allergies like crazy. He didn't get sick, but his allergies.
No, I get these allergies where I will have like 100-day sneezing fit, like all day. It's the worst ever.
Ugh.
Yep.
Allergies are bad down here too. I thought they'd be better. You get 2 full seasons here of allergies too. A lot of pollen.
I had the full-blown cold last week. It was bad.
Tim Chi. That was a fast, quick, deep tissue massage you got there, Alex.
Oh my gosh.
It was a deep tissue push.
I'm going to tell you something. I have to comment about this. Okay. So if someone could find the link, post it here for anyone who hasn't seen it. But our friend Kevin Shahan probably made one of the
that video of him about after work?
So let me just tell you something. Now, at work, not after work. So let me just tell you something. I was lying on a table getting stretched, and I my phone got texted and something came up, and then I just came across this video, and I started watching it, and I started crying so hard. I was crying, and I was laughing. And my therapist had to say, "Well, this guy's nuts," but it was so goddamn funny. I think I messaged Alex right away with it and whatever. This is probably the funniest video. It was just the delivery of it was brilliant. Not looking directly in the camera, like almost in shame. And I mean, you got to hand it to Kevin, man. He'll just share a story. He don't care.
Yeah, I don't want to don't spoil the video because somebody will find it and post a link in the comments or other people.
But ever since I watched that video, I've been second guessing every time now. Sure. Every time. And if you watch it, like I'll stop right before I'm like, oh man, I'll think of that video. I'm like, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe
Have you ever
not.
been in that situation?
No, thank God.
Yeah, me neither. I have buddies that have. It's real funny when it's not you.
Right.
I was dying.
Amazing, yeah.
I hadn't laughed that hard until KMA last week. I was dying.
Right.
That was fucking hilarious. But his delivery was brilliant. How that didn't go viral, I have no idea.
Him sitting like this, like.
Yeah. Demoralized.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, the delivery was brilliant. I mean, when you see shit that, like, man, that's what's supposed to go viral, not some stupid dance or something. I mean, this is some brilliant shit here, and I'm shocked it didn't go viral. I really.
Very good. Well,
Alex, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if it was me. I don't know.
I wasn't impressed this year. I wasn't impressed this year.
I was getting there. I was very, very, very disappointed with Sumo.
I got him multiple times this year, and I was not impressed with.
I wasn't impressed once. This was like the worst. I mean, it's not like they were bad. They just weren't like awesome.
They weren't like when I first had them.
Yeah, I was not impressed with Sumo season this year.
Those are those weird oranges with the bottle top.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too. Did you notice they had knockoffs this year?
No, I don't know. Did they?
Yeah, they had oranges that were called something else.
Really?
Yes. There was. I don't know if there was something wrong with the harvest or something, but they had. And they're like, oh yeah, it's the same thing. No, dude, it's not the same thing. Because obviously these don't taste as good.
Sumo Suit Citrus.
But yeah,
I wasn't impressed this year, man.
Yeah, me neither.
I still have to try it.
When they're right, they're good, man. They're the juiciest. But
yeah, I mean, I can't believe with growing up with a produce department, I never heard of them until about 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, like I'm in utter shock.
They're not a new thing.
Been around since 1970.
Oh, wow.
70s. Yeah, that's what I said. Where the hell have I been?
We talked about it on the air a few times, and
I don't know if he's still talking about oranges here or not, but
why is his face so close in his picture on YouTube?
I don't know. That's all he could fit. And then
no, he's one of those guys that's like, my eyes are my best friend. I got to show them. Yeah. I'll tell you what, meeting him in person was a cool experience for me because had you guys ever met him in person before?
He was at the Great Smoke.
I'm saying before
prior to that.
That's when I met him.
I think he visited once.
Yeah, few years back.
It was fun. I was hanging with him for a little while. He's a cool guy. It was nice to actually put a face to the person. You know.
I tell you what, this was a real nice, great smoke because met a lot of people for the first time that we've interacted with and known for years, and I got a feeling it's going to be worse next year.
Sure.
I think better next year. Like
worse
that
isn't
way.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah, worse isn't better. But I think a lot of people who watched all the fun this year who just kind of said, I have to make it down. I'll tell you what's even funny is I already know somebody who's booked their airfare and hotels.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what's really cool? I need to get in touch with the fairgrounds because we have the date confirmed, but I haven't got a contract yet. You know, with these people, clause number whatever it was, 27B. You know, I mean, changing dates is harder.
I don't know locations.
They could change a venue on you, but I don't think they could change a date once you're contracted in.
Right. But what was cool also is not just meeting people, but even people that we've met before. But there was a lot of people, friends of ours, socialite friends of ours, who actually brought someone for their first time or just got in a cigar. I met quite a few guys like that.
There was a guy I met. He's the guy who inspired the whole Petra thing up on stage. He had come from Colorado. I actually had talked to Steve Saka at the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival. Steve told him of our event. He came down for the first one. Yeah, I talked to him at the TGS dinner the night before. So very, very wild. Oh, there's a link. So Daniel, thank you for the link. If you have not watched this video, I highly suggest after KMA, you take a moment to watch this video. But be prepared to laugh out loud. So just telling you.
It's not a watch at work thing either.
Yeah. This is becoming a thing now. I think we're going to have the Alaskan contingency now at the Great Smoke.
Right.
Yeah.
How many were there this year? 7, 8?
What I'm curious, I forgot to ask Tom and Michelle because everything's so crazy. Was I don't know if the dentist was back this year.
Oh
their dentist friend who came last year.
Right.
Tim, you know it's going to be very hard for you not to come next year.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was very hard for you not to be there, buddy.
Legit.
You make it legit. You make it legit. Oh my god.
Speaking of videos, did you see Tim's video from yesterday?
Tim who? Tim Chi?
He posted a video with him opening Chinese manufacturing.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't get to watch yet. He has some Chinese cigars.
I thought it was very interesting. I commented
cigars manufactured in China.
Dr. Paulson didn't make it down.
I'd like Michelle. I'm putting in a special request. If he can handle the trip for you to bring Dude this time, and I'll bring my Chihuahua, and they can meet and be best friends.
Yeah, let's not start that.
Yeah. So weird.
What? What's weird about that? Their dog looks cool.
Oh my god! But we okay, no comment.
Oh, Garrett's on.
Garrett, good morning, and again, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Okay,
Garrett.
earlier,
Yeah.
but-
Yeah,
Yes.
congratulations.
Oh, but we have to know, right?
Wait. Don't say anything yet, Garrett. We should have a little over under on this.
Yep.
Okay.
We should have an over, Garrett. So when I heard your years of sobriety, I'm like, oh shit, how old is this guy? What, he start drinking at school in a lunchbox? 10 years old. I guess surprisingly, you seem to be a lot older than you appear to be. So what do we have an over and under on Garrett's age?
Well,
55.
he kind of revealed to us how
No,
the age of his
too-
kids at one point.
No, it's
to
two.
us.
50.
I would say
50.
50.
50 is a good mark.
I think he's
Over.
51.
And I'm going over.
I'm gonna go
So
over.
okay. So listen, I'm setting the over and it's not 50. Okay, so listen, I'm setting the over and under at this number. Ready? 52.
Over.
Yeah. I think
Under.
he might be over.
Under.
I'm gonna say under.
I think he's older than Abe, for
Yeah.
sure.
I don't think he's
All right,
older than me. I don't think he's older
Garrett,
than me.
you got to give it to us, Garrett. How old are
All
you?
right, Garrett. What's your age, buddy?
Oh, his beard didn't turn gray until he was 50, he said.
Get out of here. No way. That's Gary Brooks, you fucking dope.
Oh, sorry.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
45?
Ah.
What?
So he
Good.
was pretty young.
No.
The unders have it.
Good.
Wait.
Yeah, I thought it was. I gotta be honest. I thought it was a little older just because of the amount of years.
Right.
Good job, Garrett.
So you tell me you got clean at 17? Well done.
Yeah. Good job.
That's
a young age.
when I started drinking. I started drinking at 13.
Yeah, that's what
I mean, still getting clean at 17 and bravo.
Well
Holy
done.
shit.
How many years?
Wow.
28 years.
At 17.
Damn. Yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations again, Garrett.
Yep.
And while you're here, yes, the World Chess Championship starts tomorrow. Unfortunately,
boy.
we'll start at fucking 5 a.m. our time, but you know,
It's better than watching the Masters. So
better
Oh,
than
you
watching.
watch-
God, that's
Do you
awesome.
watch it play-by-play, Alex? Is there a color?
I would.
Is there a color commentator for chess?
Great color commentators. actually.
I was just kidding.
Daniel Naroditsky is a great color commentator.
What a perfect name for a chess commentator. Say that last name again.
Daniel Naroditsky,
You're a
top
ditz-
top
where
top
is it?
GM, top
where is-
grandmaster.
Where is it being
It's in
held?
It's in Kazakhstan.
Okay.
It's in Kazakhstan. Yeah.
Isn't,
So
isn't that the island that Avengers blew up?
I don't know, maybe, but I mean, listen, it's. I get Kazakhstan. Number one, Kazakhstan's a big chess.
No, that's
big chess place.
the
But,
Accords. What was it called? The
It's
Accords.
between a Russian and a guy from China, so it's not like the U.S. time is top priority for those guys. So yeah, I think it starts at like 5 a.m. our time.
Will you
I
be
guess
up
I
to
have-
watch it?
No, I'll have to. Oh, some of those games. I mean, by 10 o'clock. I mean, if I'm up by 8, some of them games will still be going on. If they run deep. But otherwise, I'll catch the recaps. I may be able
It
to catch
wasn't
some of it.
Slakovia. It wasn't Slakovia. The Slakovia Accords? No, from the Avengers. If that's what Michael's talking about, it wasn't Slakovia. It definitely wasn't Slakovia. It was something Ovia, but it wasn't. I got to look it up now.
Yeah, that's a great question because any chess I've seen on TV, they do whisper. Do they whisper, the color commentators?
No.
On chess?
No.
Oh, look at the movie he just made.
So Kazakhstan's
No.
pretty far out there. It's actually close to China.
Well, again,
Oh,
yeah.
it's Sokovia. It's Sokovia. It was Sokovia. Yeah, it was just the L threw me off. Maybe it was a typo, but yeah, it was Sokovia. Wow. All right. Well, do we have a name that jam up? All right,
We
nice.
do.
It's that time. We're going to test the musical acumen of all our hosts here on KMA Talk Radio. Our man Alex Tavala has a snippet for us, and now it's time to see if we can name that jam.
This might be a softball. I'm not sure.
I had last week, just so you know, when I listened back to the show.
You didn't name the
Did
band.
you have the
No.
artist? Did you have the artist?
You didn't
Shut-
have
Paul, if you're not on the show, no one gives a shit.
I know.
That's true,
I'm
too.
just telling you.
Yeah, the artist was tough.
This might be a softball.
Well, let's play it. Let's see if we can name that
I
jam.
wasn't sure we were ready to play it yet. I'm sorry. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I got that one. That's easy.
Softball.
Well, I don't know the name of the song though, but I know the artist.
Really?
Yeah, this was an easy one.
Yeah, I thought it might be a little softball.
Well, everybody's got the artist right away.
Yeah, the song's easy.
There you go.
I just don't know the name of the song.
If you know the lyrics, you'll know the name of the song.
Yeah.
You sing along and you get it.
Should I reveal it?
Yeah, this one's pretty easy. Yeah, everybody's getting it. You might as well put it up.
I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave.
Yeah, that humming was just too iconic.
Great song too. Great song.
Too iconic.
Wasn't he
In the
married?
movie? Yes, I believe he was. Movie? The movie? The movie?
What the movie?
That's a fucking movie.
It wasn't
song,
Space
bro.
Jam. It wasn't Space Jam, was it?
No.
Because I think he did another song for Space Jam.
Oh.
He did Fly Like an Eagle in Space Jam.
I don't know what movie.
I picked it for the movie. Really, guys? I know this from the movie.
I should know the movie.
Yeah.
I can almost see it, but I can't name it.
Alan.
Is it Batman?
Batman Forever, yeah.
Forever?
Okay. Yep.
Oh, geez.
Speaking of movies, oh, by the way, thank you once again to our fine folks at Avo Cigars for the sponsor of the segment, Name That Jam, making eloquent music with tobacco for many decades. That being said, saw Creed 3 last night.
Haven't seen it yet.
Me neither.
There's no Rocky.
I don't think Creed needs Rocky anymore, but
Is there Philadelphia?
No, Philadelphia, from what I heard.
There's no Rocky. There's no Philly. What the
When
fuck?
he left, when Adonis Creed left for Los Angeles in Creed 2, I knew that was the end of Rocky right there.
no, yeah, he's in Los Angeles for this one.
Yeah, it's all the fights in Los Angeles, from what I understand.
But no, it doesn't feel like a Rocky movie other than a little bit of the Rocky music that seeps in from time to time. First off, I'm just going to tell you something. These boxing matches, it's like they're Avenger fights. My kids were watching it. I want to go see a box. I said, nobody boxes like that.
Nobody boxes like that.
First off, no one's taking hits like that for 12 rounds. They'd be dead.
The fight would be stopped too.
And then they're walking around afterwards. But these guys are really having Avenger blows during the fight. I mean, like Avenger, incapable human speeds. And they're delivering knockout punches, punch after punch after punch after punch. So I really had to sit down with my oldest and say, honey, like you may get 30 seconds of that if you're lucky in a real heavyweight boxing match. These guys are so big. If anybody hits somebody like that, they're done. They're finished.
Right.
So very unrealistic, entertaining. There was one cool scene in round 11, and it was more of a cinematic thing that I hadn't seen done before in any of these types of kind of movies. I thought it was very kind of cool how it was done. It was round 11. Storyline, very unrealistic that could even ever be possible. It would have happened. So I got to tell you, not a big fan of Creed 3.
Dan Lemus, real quick. I haven't seen it yet, but Carmine wants to see it, and I'm kind of into seeing the Mario. It looks pretty good, man. Did you see?
My daughter went and saw it.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It looks cool.
I don't want to see it
on date night too. To boot.
Oh, that was her date night.
They had a triple date night. 3 people.
Listen, at least you know that there's a little bit of childhood left when she's going to see Mario Brothers. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's a little bit of childhood left in her.
Yeah.
Alex,
I'm down for some Mario.
Alex, best Rocky fight.
Best Rocky fight.
I got mine.
I got mine too.
Drago?
No,
not mine.
not mine.
No.
Clubber Lang was good, but I really liked the Apollo Creed fight, second fight.
I like the first one better.
Yeah, Apollo.
But
was
I'll
good.
say
I mean,
this: the one they did in 6 with Mason and the Line Dixon was a really good fight, and they put a
Yeah.
very good story behind it. But the first fight, when that 14th round happens, and Rocky goes down, and Apollo just thinks he has the fight won, and he doesn't. He just it's just one of the epic scenes in my book.
Although my favorite fight is Thunder Lips launching Rocky into the
was-
into the crowd
Hulk
from the
Hogan?
ring.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, yeah.
From
The
what I
best
heard,
scene, the best scene is when they show the lineup on the right before the fight, and like he's looking at his nipples, like literally.
Yeah.
Stallone, like eye to eye with Hulk Hogan's nipples.
and Mickey and Paulie's comments are hysterical
Yeah.
during that one.
Definitely favorite fight.
You know what I'm becoming a big fan of? Jonathan Majors.
I heard he was good in this role.
Let me just tell you something. I like him in every role. He has a subtleness where he, like, you know, and anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, it's the guy who plays and did this. He's also in that HBO series. I forget what it's called. Love Country. Something.
Good actor. Yeah, I agree.
And he plays King the Conqueror in the new Wasp movie and in Loki's little miniseries in Disney Channel, but he has this phenomenal subtleness of like making you feel comfortable and friendly when he's really a bad person. I'm becoming a fan of his. I'm becoming a big fan of his. And I'll tell you another movie that we saw that was a little bit of a letdown. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but John Wick 4 or 3 or whichever one.
You're not the first person that said that to me. Actually,
I didn't see it, but I heard like the action scenes, like the fight, were like a half hour long, each of them.
So look, here's where it is. They've always been kind of like way over the top, but this one was like way over the top. Like there was literally a scene, and I guess I could say it, but there's a stair scene at the end of the movie, and it was just so absurd and ridiculous. You know, he's got to go up this like 400 steps of stairs, and he makes it to the top, and then gets pushed and rolls all the way. I'm like, I'm done. I can't watch this movie. I mean, this is like ridiculous.
Oh,
but
by the way,
I will tell you something. I got to Google him because I don't know his name or what else he's ever been with. There was a guy who stole the show in the newest John Wick movie. My wife and I didn't recognize where he was from, but he literally stole the show. And there's other movies with this guy. I want to watch him. I got.
By the way, Abe, Alan's right. I forgot about that. I do know who that is. You may have seen your last of Jonathan Majors. He actually recently got arrested in New York for assaulting a woman.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. After you said that.
I forgot the name, but yeah.
How long ago was that?
Recently.
Oh man.
April 2nd, he assaulted these charges.
I thought they weren't pressing
charges.
charges. I thought they weren't pressing charges on
Not pressing charges doesn't mean he didn't fucking do it.
In the court
I'm
of
just
Hollywood
saying, yeah.
opinion, you know, he may still be.
Yeah.
All right, so this guy, Donnie Yen, who plays Kane in John Wick, all right? He plays a blind assassin. Let me tell you something. This guy stole the show in the movie. I want to go find out what other movies this guy's in because this guy was brilliant.
Oh, Donnie Yen is Ip Man. Oh, if you've never seen Ip Man?
No.
Oh, yeah, go watch Ip Man movies. Ip Man. Yeah.
Is it a movie? Is it like an international movie? I never even heard of it.
Man. Oh, yeah, there's like
here it is, 2008, Ip Man.
There's like 4 or 5 of them.
Holy shit. Yeah, Ip Man
Ip
4,
Man's
the finale.
badass. Yeah, Ip Man's badass.
Oh, I gotta
Mike
watch
Tyson
it.
Was in one. Yeah, Donnie Yen's.
I'm gonna do that this weekend. There's my Easter thing. My wife and I fell. We that was the one movie we saw when we were in Sedona. My wife and I fell in love with this guy. This guy stole the show of John Wick.
Donnie Yen's badass.
Oh, he was awesome. Tim Chi, bro. I never seen him before, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But respect.
I'm surprised you've never seen it. You'll like Ip Man. Ip Man are good movies.
No, I'm telling you. I mean, you know what's funny? When you try to unhide them, the new comments come up, so you got to chase the comment.
Right. You end up clicking and
click on another one. But no, he stole the show. He was brilliant. I've become. This is the first movie I can recall seeing this guy in, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan already. He was awesome.
You know what I can't wait for, movie wise, or I guess it's a mini series. Is I keep reading about the new Squid Games, but there's no like release date. They're saying sometime in 2024. potentially it could be later.
I
Is anybody
didn't.
else
I didn't.
excited?
I didn't watch the first one.
Oh, watch
Really?
it, Abe.
It's good.
Abe, watch it. It's really good. And actually, you in particular would really be into it. I think you should watch.
Do you know what I'm excited about? Supposed to come back. This movie, this series got renewed in day 3 of its release. In the first week, it was one of the top 5 series of all time on Amazon in the world. And it's supposed to be coming back out. I mean, they renewed it like that. It was so huge. And it's supposed to be coming back out this spring, this summer. Reacher.
I have to see that.
Oh, God. If you haven't watched Reacher on Amazon, watch it. I forget the name of the guy who plays him. He's first off, if anybody's familiar with the movies Reacher, they were Tom Cruise movies. All right. He plays like this ex-military guy who is kind of like the equalizer, solves like civilian problems. He ends up getting tied up.
Is it Jack?
Jack Reacher, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a 26 series novel, right? I mean, there's 26 books on Jack Reacher, but yeah. Tom, so in the book, Reacher's a 6'5" dude. He's 6'5". He's a big dude. And so they made these movies with Tom Cruise, which I think is hilarious. But the guy who plays in the series is the guy from the Titans. I forget his name, the big white guy. He's huge. I gotta Google it. Alan Richardson. Alan Richardson. He's a big dude. And it was really a great role. That dude. But yeah, watch Reacher. It's series 2 is going to be coming out supposedly soon. Way better. Yeah, I like. Yeah, he definitely fits the role way better than Tom Cruise.
Huh.
Yeah, the guy can never get his peach pie. Yeah, we know Tim Hughes watch the show. Yeah, Reacher's definitely worth a watch. Definitely worth a
check it
watch.
out. I keep going back to old stuff. Like at night when I have time to watch something.
Speaking of Netflix, has anybody seen the Bernie Madoff docuseries?
No.
I want to see that.
It was very good. It was excellent.
I
It was
saw
really
it
well
on
done.
there. I did not watch it.
Yeah, it's good. It was good. It was excellent.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
I gotta check out. Did you ever watch it Ottoman Empire one?
Yes, I watched some. That's good as well.
It really is good. I enjoyed it.
Has anyone watched this Rise of the Pink Ladies on Paramount, which is the prequel to Grease?
No.
I'm gonna check it out. Like, I am kind of intrigued by the whole prequel idea of Grease, but it's a prequel before Grease. How I guess the Pink Ladies and the T-Birds kind of come to be.
Paramount won me over with the offer. They definitely put out quality.
And Tulsa
content.
King.
Did you keep it? Did you keep Paramount?
Yeah, well, I also keep it because wrestling is on Paramount. Oh no, it's not.
Okay.
Wrestling's on Peacock, but we did keep Paramount. Speaking of which, did anybody watch? I mean, Abe, you got to. Asher's not a wrestling guy, is he? WrestleMania last week?
No, everybody was talking about it.
My boys were disappointed with it. I saw parts of it.
I got to tell you, as somebody that doesn't follow wrestling, but we were watching it Sunday night, and Carmine fell asleep, and I still wound up watching it to the end. WrestleMania, look, I'm not into who should have won because I don't watch it enough, but as far as a show, it's still top notch. I wish that like Vince McMahon or WWE would buy boxing, just buy all the federations and make it. Because it's really a spectacle, which oddly enough, like the day after they announced that the same group that owns UFC just bought WWE as well.
That was a great move. That was a great business move for both of them.
Absolutely. I want to see Vince McMahon come out and tell John Jones he's got to wrestle Roman Reigns in a Hell in a Cell match Friday night on Raw or whatever the fuck they do.
I didn't know Paramount had the wrestling. There's a couple series.
No, Peacock has wrestling, not Paramount. But I did keep Paramount.
Paramount. There's a couple series I watch on Paramount. There's a new one with Stallone, which I really like.
Tulsa King.
Oh, where he's a gangster or something.
King.
Great.
I
Love it, Alex.
And there's another one I really like, The Mayor. It's
Mayor of Kingstown. Mayor of Kingstown.
Mayor of Kingstown, man. I love that series. The Hawkeye guy from the Avengers. That's a great series. And then I watch, if you're anybody who's a Trekkie fan, Picard is on there, and it's only gonna be 3 seasons long, and then they're in the 3rd season now. And if you're a Next Generation fan, it's kind of cool. This last season is actually kind of pretty cool. Kind of everybody's coming back together. And
I've been down on Succession this year. I don't think it's.
I haven't watched it yet. It's only 2 episodes in.
I'll wait for your opinion on it and see what you think. But
I haven't watched it. Listen, it's one of those hard shows because it's a show without a protagonist.
Yeah, and there's a lot going on.
Even in Succession was HBO's answer to Billions, which by the way was brilliant.
Yeah,
and I'm not that much of a fan of the since one of my another actor I love, the redhead who left after his wife from Peaky Blinders died, but I heard he might be coming back. But Succession was the answer to Billions, and it was very enjoyable to watch, but you have to struggle because you end up hating everybody at some point.
Yep.
There's nobody that you like. They're all bad people.
Yep.
So it's kind of tough because you're never really kind of rooting for anybody regularly. You know, you're rooting on different people on just different situations. But I haven't watched it. I like to wait the season finish, and that way I can binge watch them all.
Yeah. It was kind of going around in circles the first 2 episodes to me. I don't know.
Oh, Bobby Axelrod is coming back. Yeah, man. After Bobby left, that show kind of lost its luster for me. But yeah, I'm glad he's coming back.
Yeah, I don't watch any of these shows these days. But I also have I feel like I have a fraction of the streaming services that everybody here does. I mean, we have Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix. I think that's it.
He probably doesn't even have the Disney Plus bundle with ESPN, and I think that's why I have Paramount.
I have
because I think I have
Disney
Paramount,
Plus
Disney
that's
Plus,
what it
and
is.
ESPN. Yeah, and ESPN Plus.
I have the one without. Yeah, that's the one I have. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We still have cable. It's not cable. It's a streaming service. We have AT&T streaming or whatever it is, DirecTV Stream. So we have regular TV too that we can watch on demand stuff on. So we get HBO with that, like the HBO Max with that.
After being a customer for 26 years, about 2 months ago, finally disconnected all my DirecTV equipment, took all those little pieces of equipment, the boxes, receipt, all that crap, put them in a box. We got rid of it. We have nothing to watch local channels anymore because I don't watch any local channels.
Not much worth watching anymore.
No,
you can get local news for free on streaming services. So
I stopped watching news a long time ago. It made my world a lot better place. Yeah, there's nothing.
We don't have cable boxes and stuff. Like I use the Fire TV for everything, but the streaming we have DirecTV Stream.
The only time we ran into a little issue with it was during the Super Bowl. Because we had no network television, and my kids wanted to watch the halftime show. But luckily, one of our neighbor's kids had YouTube television, and she was able to stream it on our TV, and we got to watch it.
Good.
Did I tell you about my Super Bowl? We went and hung out over Italo's house for the Super Bowl. Not realizing, I didn't realize, Italo doesn't have cable. So I figured he had some fucking streaming, whatever, YouTube TV. So we get there, and he's setting up the fucking Super Bowl and like crack streams or one of those fucking. I said, this is a fucking Super Bowl. You're going to be fucking 4 downs behind. I'm not watching. I'm going to go to the shop. Give me the thing. Let me sign into my shit. Like he was literally ready to watch the Super Bowl. I mean, those streaming sites are great if you want to steal cable, but like, it's going to be 4th and 2, and you're still watching 1st and fucking 10 on the shows. Yeah. I'm not doing this with a Super
God
Bowl.
forbid you look at your phone and see the ESPN update.
Yeah, right. Right. It's it's a tie
or
game.
worse, hear the neighbors shouting next door.
Yep.
Don't even know what the hell they're shouting about.
Right.
I mean, it's going to be very interesting because Alex, you weren't here this week, but we had a meeting, Mox and Briggs and I, because we were talking about, we're going to get rid of direct. Now, the only reason why we had DirecTV mainly in our stores was the NFL package, right?
Yeah.
And that's gone. So we can disconnect and get rid of all the DirecTV. We don't need it. But the question is that even YouTube, because YouTube's got it, I don't think YouTube is made because it's all broadband based now. How you play it on 8 TVs or 12 TVs?
Before you guys start disconnecting shit, you have to find out, because the same thing happened with Thursday Night Football. Amazon owns Thursday Night Football, but it was still available through DirecTV Business. So there may be a deal worked out. Because
Well, as of now, there's no deal. NFL DirecTV has lost the Sunday ticket. There's no more. You can watch whatever games you want.
I get that. I don't know if they're going to work something out with a cable provider or a business, because I don't know if YouTube TV will have, or maybe they'll come up with a YouTube business option. What I hope that they do, what I really hope that they do.
But here's the problem. Even if they do, Alex, it's all broadband. You can't split it between 8 and 12 TVs. I don't know how these bars with 20, 30 TVs are going to do it.
No, you can. You can.
There's not that enterprise.
Like if you have YouTube TV, you can watch it at home. You can watch it at home when you're one game on one
you can
TV.
watch it on 1 or 2 TVs or 3. But the more you start splitting the signal, the weaker and the crappier it's going to get. And these bars that got 30 and 50 TVs, you need like T1 connection. I don't know how that's going to get worked out.
On a personal level, what I hope YouTube TV does is sell the packages a la carte. Because like from personal, like to DirecTV, you got to buy the football package, right? You got to buy all the games. It's fucking $200 something a year for the football package. But like for me, I live in Florida. I just want to watch the fucking Eagles game. I wish there was an option to pay for the sports package to just get the Eagles games, 3 concurrent streams. Yeah, that's kind of sucks.
Well, we're gonna have to fly Gary Brooks down here to install our our shit. I like Tim Cheese thing though.
I had heard DirecTV maybe retaining it for commercial. Is that true?
That's what I'm saying. That's what Amazon did.
Yeah.
So they have Thursday Night Football, but DirecTV still retained it for the business side.
Well, we'll have to see then. We'll have to see. Well, before we get further along in this episode, it's always time to check out what's going on in the cigar industry with the man who's always teaser and rumor free. It's time to check out What's the Scoop with Coop.
Hey, yo, what's my theme music?
The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com.
Koopa.
All right, we got a lot of stuff this week. Let's just kind of kick it off with our segment within a segment, the STG release of the week.
I mean, seriously, how many weeks? How is this even possible?
It's 6 weeks in a row they've had, and that was going back after they made the Alec Bradley announcement.
Alex, you got to make a if they have one next week, we have to make some kind of graphic.
We got to start.
This is just starting to get ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is this 6 in a row right now?
Six in a row. 6 in a row. Yep.
But that includes off weeks we've had.
Yes, I went on
6
Coop
shows in a row. Okay.
It's 6 weeks. It's 6 weeks on Coop is what I was just say. So, but there's 2 releases this week, not one. So we got 2.
Oh, Jesus.
So we got one.
We should have banked one for next week.
We'll have one next week, probably, right? So one was from the Ford side of the house. Diesel brand has announced that they are adding 2 new sizes to the Diesel Disciple line. That was originally a Lancero only release. First started with the TAA, then they made it a regular Lancero line last year. Now they're adding a Toro and Torpedo size to both of those lines. So if you if you're a fan of Diesel Disciple, you can definitely now get a couple of other sizes. And if if you're not familiar with it, Mexican San Andreas wrapper, Ecuadorian Sumatra, Nicaraguan Habano, and it's being made by AJ Fernandez. So if you're a Diesel fan, you got that. This other one was a little more interesting, I thought. The other one is they announced a new Punch release called the Golden Era. And Punch is a line that's made in Honduras to begin with. But this one, they are actually going to be making the cigars they're going to be using tobacco from the JRE Tobacco Farm, the Aroa's farm, and they're going to be making it at the Aladino factory, which is also owned by Julio Aroa. So they're going kind of tying, I guess, Honduras to what they're doing with the Aroas. It's mostly Honduran Corojo in the blend. There's a little Habano in the filler. And it's going to be available in 3 sizes, Robusto, Toro, and Churchill. And we'll start seeing those ship next month.
Paul, do you realize that you're
delayed?
You're uploading photos that I already have in there?
Oh, no, I didn't. I see.
I mean, it says STG release of the
I
week
see it now.
Yeah, just let me know who to send them to. And I sent them to Alex.
They're already in there, and he's still running and
I'm
uploading.
searching for them and uploading. And
Yeah. I think we said how long is this streak going to go on? We talked about.
So there's 6 weeks in, right?
Right, 6
How long
weeks in a
can
row.
this last? How long can this last? How long can this last?
I don't know.
Give us a number, Abe. We all got
I
to put a number in that.
Well, I mean, look, April, May, June. I mean, I can't see it going more than 2 more weeks if it doesn't end now because they got the trade show. Well, they got the trade show coming up. They got to stop sooner or later.
That's what my thinking is. I was thinking 9 to 10. Like maybe they'll go a few more.
If they
But I
break
think
8, I'll be shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 10. I'm gonna go there and get.
But
4
don't forget
more
that
out.
General's not going to be at the trade show. So there's releases we
Right.
can see in the DAO, Moyo.
I might want to bump that to 12. I think they can go for 12 consecutive.
Yeah.
It seems like a majority of their staff and labor focus is just making new brands.
They're definitely a lot. Last year there was like 59 releases for the year. I haven't
That's
done the full
absurd.
count.
You have to understand, when I got into this business, these very same companies may have not had a release in a whole year.
Yeah.
Right.
In a whole year.
When you went to the trade show with General, though, there used to be about 30 releases they had there. There was quite a bit they would launch at the trade show. Now they're just spreading them out throughout the whole year.
Hold on. How far back are you going?
I'm going back 5 or 6 years.
Okay, 5 or 6 years. I said when I first got in, you could have nothing. You know what would be something what you would see the most often at a trade show? A new Vitola in this line. When I first got in this business, we added a new size to this existing line. That was like the big thing. Not what we see today. What we see today is absolute insanity.
Well, now it's like I said, it's very easy to get a release out. You just do a limited edition and you find something. I think they did that with the LaGloria coming out for the TAA, for example, was something that they found in the factory that was aging 4 years. So that's the way they kind of do it. It's the answer to what's new question.
we don't know. I don't even know how we got into the stream.
All right.
What else you
How
got?
do we
Coop?
block somebody on Facebook again?
Tim, this is a very difficult question because none of it can possibly make sense anymore. Because one, there's way too many companies.
Yep.
So, like, honestly, even if every company made one new release a year, that's too much for most retailers. Really, it really is. Now, granted, most retailers don't have that in depth of what they carry by so many people, but it's just hard. You have to be really good as a retailer of rotating dying lines with more active lines that you hope may get traction. Otherwise, you just get killed by inventory and you drown.
Yep. All right. Next release. And I thought this was an April Fool's joke, not because of the cigar, but because I actually got a press release from these guys for the first time in 5 years. It was Asylum is bringing back the April Fool's Day cigar, which is a 90 by 9 cigar. They've been releasing this on an annual basis now. This year, they made some packaging changes to it. They changed some of the color schemes, but they are now branding this as a Chinese Zodiac release on top of everything. So this one has branding on it that has the Year of the Rabbit on it. So, and these cigars, I don't know, they've sold very well up by me. And they're not cheap. This is going to be a $41.40 cigar.
Wow.
A $40 Asylum cigar.
I've smoked the 90 by 9. There's going to be a review coming up on Coop from it, the previous edition. Let me just say, it's too big a cigar to smoke. I can do it. I could deal with an 80, and 90 is just too big. It's not
9
very
by 90, no less.
Alex,
Yeah,
Alex, would you ever go to a 90 ring gauge?
No, not by any circle. I've smoked
Alex's
a Woody.
Alex's whole body's a 90 ring
literally.
gauge.
I smoked a Woody
I'd
once.
be holding it like this.
Yeah, but a
And,
Woody has a ring gauge you could manage. This thing is just too big for the smoke in your mouth. Is the problem?
Well, Woody's 100. I mean,
the Woody's is it 100? I thought it was 20 inches.
no, yeah, 20 by 100 ring gauge.
Okay, that's way.
Is it 100?
Yeah, it's 21 by 100.
I have not
I smoked the Woody, which is almost unsmokable. I mean,
yeah,
100. to get it to get smoke down from 21. It's a lot. I smoked
Well,
it on
Gary-
our first
Gary-
first Friday.
Yeah, it's
Gary-
21 by 100. 21 by 100.
Gary
right.
Brooks is trying to organize a smoking socialite, which is our private Facebook group. If you're watching and don't know what we're talking about on Facebook, just go to Smoking Social and answer a couple questions, and it's a great group. But he's trying to organize a socialite smoke of the Great Smoke Woody.
I'd be interested in that.
That's an
It'd be a long
8-hour
day,
marathon.
but yeah.
It's gonna be.
long
He
day.
wants to wait till the weather gets a little warmer outside for him. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to organize. I know he's
Yeah.
shipped a couple Woodies to a few people. I think he's going to organize a socialite Woody smoke. Which I'm if he does it, I'm in.
I'll
If it
go in.
happens, I'm in.
I'll go in too. I'll go in too.
Yeah,
on that.
Is that a 4-hour cigar?
That's
More than
8
that.
hours, bro. It's just 7 to 8 hours. I mean, if you're going to go all the way.
I don't think any. I mean, really, 8 hours? Jesus Christ!
I smoked it at our first Friday we ever did, and it was the only fucking cigar I had for the night. I mean, I couldn't get through it.
I'll have to smoke it while driving west as fast as I can, and maybe I can get it done like in 4 hours.
Right. Exactly. What? Yeah.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Anything else you got going on, Coop?
We got a few more things. Espinosa Cigars dropped a couple of releases to retailers this week. They have 2 cigars under the 601 line, the 601 Orange and the 601 Yellow. The 601 Orange uses a Brazilian Cabrera wrapper, and the Yellow uses a Mexican San Andreas wrapper.
This we're going to call the clusterfuck release of the week.
Yeah.
So, little interesting story with this. These cigars, about 6 years ago, were actually released at the time when... Remember when the FDA came in and everyone was trying to release cigars before the deadline?
So I don't know if you know this, Coop, but there's actually a name in the industry that they have for that.
We call it stealth cigars.
Oh, they call it Operation Punt.
Yeah, that's another one. I didn't know that one.
I've heard it a couple times, Operation Punt. And this is
Yeah.
when manufacturers were dropping releases for predicate
Yep.
reasons
Yep.
when the deeming regulations came out. So that's when I think these first were shown.
Yeah, that's what happened with them. Now, I actually had the 601 Yellow, and I thought it was fantastic. It was actually one of those cigars that was really good. And they would, according to Hector, they were just waiting for the right time to release these, and produce them.
So I had the orange, which I thought was very good. I heard the yellow can put your lights out, though, if you're
You
not
tried
ready.
one already? Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, we got
You tried one from this delivery?
Yeah.
So they already
They
landed
cracked
with
them
that.
in singles. They're in the store. By the way, people, we have literally a pittance of pittance. Monday, AJ, I'm gonna have AJ make a post, and you can torture him. And when I say we have a pittance, we have a pittance. So if you
We have a
can
pit.
get
It wasn't
to AJ
even
first.
it wasn't even worth the effort of taking photos and putting copies.
Yeah,
and putting them
no,
on
that's
the
why
web.
we didn't put them online. It's not enough.
Yeah.
They're
They're in the store, and you can call or reach out to AJ on Monday, and or actually AJ's actually in West Palm today, but yeah, you can reach out and
Monday when you see
Monday you'll take orders, and if anybody wants any, but we really got such a small amount. That's why I call it the clusterfuck release of the week.
Yeah. But yeah, Coop, I heard that yellow will put your lights
And they're
out
not
when you're
making
ready
more,
for
from
it.
what I understand.
From what I understand, it's limited. I don't know if they'll bring it back, but it's
No,
one
I talked with them. They have, because I said, if you have any small inkling of these were cigars that were literally made then. They didn't make these recently. These were
Oh, okay. That part I didn't know. Interesting.
yes. So I don't think they're going to put them into production. I don't think they have the space or time to put them in production. They just wanted to get them out there. I guess some people tried them and they asked about them. So they're, I asked them, is there any possibility you may make these? And people love them, and they kind of said, we don't see it in the near future. So that's why we didn't put them up online. If we thought in 3 or 4 months down the pike there might be a delivery more or something, we would have done it, but not happening.
Interesting.
All the more reason.
Yep.
Daniel, you can call and make your own sampler of each, buddy.
Nice. Okay, more news. A friend of the show, Allison Trainer, has been named the vice president of sales at a company called Houghton Young. So
Gesundheit.
congratulations. Yep, you're welcome. Houghton Young is a veteran-owned whiskey and cigar company. They're going to be at the trade show this year. They have a booth there, so it's going to be interesting there.
Have they ever been to the trade show before?
That I don't know. I didn't see them. I don't
Is
remember
it
them.
me? Or, have you ever heard of this company, Coop?
I heard of the whiskey. I didn't know they had cigars. I gotta be honest.
Okay.
No, I did know about the cigars because last year they released a cigar called the Paladin, which kind of got some people's attention because Saka uses the name Paladin. So that kind of got a little attention, and that's when I first heard of them. But it wasn't until last year. I knew they were in the whiskey business for a while. So, and a lot of people may know Allison from her time as the brand manager over at Vintage Rockefeller. So, congratulations to Allison.
Yep, I think it's going to be a good addition to their team.
Absolutely, absolutely. I remember the first time she was on KMA, and I remember she was like complaining about that we weren't talking about cigars. Remember that?
Yeah, she's one of those hardcore cigar people. Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
I think she was learning what our show was about. You know.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll talk about fucking anything.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yep. And final piece of news, just an FYI, La Aurora's U.S. division has officially opened for business. So the split from Miami Cigars is official. They put their sales team in place right now. And
this could be the longest transition I've ever seen. And
this was like years ago, wasn't it?
I've been listening to this for over almost 3 years. I think maybe before COVID.
Right.
I think it was 7 years.
Yeah, and then they announced the company late last year that they were going to launch it, but it hadn't opened for the doors for business until this month. So we'll see what happens with that. I think.
Bye-bye.
You're not confident.
Bye-bye.
We shall see.
It's very hard in today's day and age. You have to be marketing geniuses, which they have proven themselves to date not to be, but to build brands and grow new brands and relate with consumers without really having brick and mortar support. And I can't see brick and mortar getting behind them at this point anymore, since basically now they're just direct to consumer company.
That's the big question with that. Yeah. And and I don't think
it's coming off our shelves.
It's kind of essentially it's kind of a whole relaunch they're doing again, with the brick and mortar.
It's tough when you have a company where I'm pretty sure that portfolio is 0.000000001% of their business, their holdings in their portfolio. So, I don't think they've really been able to find a good delivery system or how to do it. So they're just going to try it on their own. I mean, I kind of don't blame them. I just don't know how successful they'll be at it.
They have they have really good product. I mean, that's the one thing I'll say. They have really good product.
Listen, just like everything else, they have access to some of the best stuff. It's one of the biggest organizations in the world, Grupo Leon. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
But if you can't translate it or communicate it to the people who enjoy your product, it's tough.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. They're going to be at the trade show. They have their own booths this year, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Anything else you got going on, Koopa?
That's it for this week.
As always, check out more stuff at cigar-coop.com. Always rumor and teaser free. That is this week's episode of The Scoop with Coop. And let's roll right into season 6 of Tale of the Tape. And there we go.
We're in the top 5.
Did we have a leaderboard graphic yet made or not? Bro, you're off your game. Well, you weren't here all week. I'll give you a bit. You got to get a leaderboard. I don't even know. I can't remember where Paul's shit is.
I don't. We're in the top 5.
Top 5. Number 5. Shall we start with the Caco?
Good. Get it out
of the way.
It's not a bad pick.
You're on mute.
Which is actually even better.
I said this is probably the second one I've been here for. So my pick this week is the lovely Princess Jasmine.
Okay.
Not a bad pick.
And in person, she's really attractive too. Usually
in person.
Is that some planned sound effect?
The girls that play them have to be very pretty.
Was that some planned sound effect? Where did that sound effect come from?
No, it's my stupid. I don't know how to turn off the ring alerts on my.
Oh my God, that was so timed perfectly while you're.
It was it was. Right? I thought it was part of the show.
It's
Amazon. I thought maybe Alex finally got a soundboard going.
I have a soundboard. What do you mean?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that jazz.
I have a small soundboard.
I did not invite him to Epcot, by the way, because I know he'll show up.
Oh, you should.
You should.
No,
you should.
I
That's
can't
for,
deal with
that's for entertainment value.
Right. Hey, who's your pick for this week? I gotta get out of here.
I narrowed it down to 5. Alex and I were talking, and Alex, after kind of mentioning something, kind of corrected me. So she got bumped down to 5, but it's Margot Robbie.
Very nice.
I like Margot Robbie, man. I always have.
Good pick.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's a doll, and love her character as Harley Quinn. So she's definitely one of my heartthrobs.
Margot Robbie. Not the one she the crazy isn't she a crazy?
Harley Quinn?
Yeah, Harley Quinn, that's it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I love her character in Harley Quinn.
All right, so my number 5 pick. I'm not even really a fan of this woman. I think her and Jay-Z got weird and they're like in the Illuminati now, but you can't have a top 10 hip hop and R&B list without Beyonce.
Hell no.
Oh,
Weirdness is not. Beyonce is still Beyonce.
Oh yeah,
she has just become a monster in terms of being a female in the music business. One of the most successful.
Absolute monster.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a monster team.
It is a monster team.
It's a monster. It's a power couple team. Hands down.
Yep. The net worth of them two are in the billions.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Grammy records between the two of them.
Right.
Yep.
Koopa.
All right. I went also with the world of music. And this woman's been around for a while. She started out as like a teen heartthrob, and she's just continued to just get more and more beautiful with age. From Australia, Kylie Minogue.
I remember.
Don't know this girl at all.
No, I remember Kylie. I remember Kylie. Absolutely.
She started out in the late '80s with Locomotion. She did that big hit song in "Can't Get You Out of My Life." In 2000, she's a big powerhouse out of Australia, and a lot of her hits she's had here. She's done very well.
Let me ask you something. Who loaded these pictures? You, Alex?
Yes.
So it seems like he finds like the least attractive pictures for our people, and then he's got Beyonce in a bikini on a boat in the tropics.
Here's the problem.
That wasn't a bad picture, Kylie.
No, that was a bad picture.
She's
Here's
in
the problem.
purple spandex.
No, let me tell you the problem.
You can wear anything.
So a lot of these pictures, especially when it's celebrity pics and on the sites that they're on, they're loaded on the website as web piece, which means I would have to download that, convert it back to a JPEG. This is kind of technical shit. So I gotta find, you can't, because I can't download a web piece.
he doesn't want to take the extra 3 seconds to convert it. Like I have to do.
Coming from the guy who takes no fucking seconds to even get on the show.
I've been doing it on the air.
You want to send me your, you've been sending me your, you guys can send it.
I did. I have. It was last minute for me.
Well, you didn't use my picture last time.
I was fine with the picture, Alex.
Yeah, I thought that was a good picture, Kylie.
I thought it was a good picture. Yeah, she's hot. Let me tell you, beautiful,
I
beautiful
sent you a good
woman.
picture of Nani.
There you have it. There are our top. We're down to the top 4. Next week we'll continue with number 4 of female heartthrobs in season 6 of Tale of the Tape, and in continuing fashion, as always, closing episode of KMA Radio. It's time to find out. Would you rather? So, in light of this week's episode, I have a great would you rather question for everybody. Are you ready?
Sure.
I'm afraid.
Would you rather receive a 60-minute massage from Alan Rubin or Quentin Thor?
Wait,
I have my answer and reasoning. I'm just curious what you guys come up with.
Okay, Operation Punt is not an answer.
All right, I think I have my answer.
Alan, no question.
I have my answer. I have my answer and I have my reason.
I got my answer and I got a legit reason.
I have my answer. And
His dying option. Okay, these are pretty good
So,
actually here.
My answer
God.
is Quentin.
Oh, I need to hear this.
And my reason is I feel like Quentin will probably try to talk to me during this painful experience less than Alan Rubin.
All right, that could be a reason. My choice is Alan Rubin.
Why?
Because I believe he'll actually be skeeved by it and do a really shitty job. Where I think Quentin would kind of get too into it and enjoy it too much.
That's also true.
I was gonna pick Quentin because I said he seems stronger and he could be professional about it. But you're right; he would probably get into it and be weird.
Yeah.
So now I'm rethinking my choice.
I don't know, Tim G. I think it just depends on how far down the bottle of bourbon he's gotten, man. He may get real excited about it.
That's true. Yeah. Quentin can also just literally fall asleep drunk in the middle of massage and only have to deal with it for a half hour instead of an hour.
Yeah,
so
it just depends.
It depends.
I think Quentin would really do his job in setting the mood of the room. I think he'd have callens and scented stuff and. Coop, you're up.
Oh, I thought I answered it. I'm gonna agree with Alex. I'm gonna go Quentin. I don't want to hear.
Really? We're split down. So are we split, or I'm the only one who picked Alan?
You're the only one that picked Alan.
Yeah. There you go. See, Alan, you should have love for me. I'm the only one who picked for you.
I think that may be a win for Alan.
That could be the hardest would you rather ever in the history of KMA Talk Radio.
I'm still on the record Operation Punt.
Really going down a bad road here.
I'm here with Derek Moon.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's also true. You're right.
Oh my God. Well, as always, everyone, thank you for joining us on this Saturday morning. We hope we entertained you, made you chuckle, had a couple laughs. Always the best way to start your Saturdays. Please follow us, Smoke In KMA Talk Radio on Facebook, Instagram, and check out our Smoke In social page on Facebook. It's a great community, a great place to be. Yes, Alex.
I just want to say one thing. It's segments like this is why we are not considered cigar media. Just saying.
So what? I'm going to tell you.
Fucking A.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I've really never considered this show cigar media.
Coop's the only one that keeps us legitimate.
It's entertainment. Yeah, Coop's the only one that keeps us legitimate. It's really cigar entertainment, lifestyle entertainment.
Morning radio. It's morning style radio.
It's morning radio talk, and
yeah.
I think we're damn good at it. So
I agree.
Absolutely.
Happy Easter, everyone. Have a nice day tomorrow. Happy Passover for those guys celebrating Passover. And until next week, everybody, keep it lit.